Hello, everybody. Let me turn down the music here a little bit so I can actually hear my own thoughts for a minute here. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm starting a little bit early because I was just watching Kong Skull Island, and it finished up a little bit sooner than I had kind of anticipated. So I actually got started. Here, I'm opening up my beer. Getting the beer going. I've already had one while I was watching Kong Skull Island, so this is my second one of the night. And you actually have Newt tonight, everybody. Let me actually hit play into the game so I don't have to hear that music going on in the background. How is everyone doing tonight? Good to see you, Sugar Bun. Good to see you, The Beans. Good to see you, Courtney. Homeless McCoy's Shopping Cart. I love that name, by the way. Calamity916. Good to see you. Farpoint Station. Umi. Good to see you. Who else is here? Gozer. Good to see you, Gozer. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Yeah, no thoughts. No thoughts. Only Banjo. You only want me to play the game. No talking. Just play the game. Well, cheers to everybody. If anyone's who's not participating in the chat but is hanging out, cheers to everybody. I clink glasses to you. Did you like? Oh, hey, good to see you, Jedi Indiana Jones. Did you like the movie? I liked it. I kind of posted my quick thoughts on Twitter. I thought that it engaged my lizard brain really well. I thought there was a lot of fun action sequences. I actually don't hate the human stuff. Everyone complains about the human stuff in those movies. I actually don't hate it. I'm engaged enough. The child actress was actually really, really good. I actually thought she was the best actress in the whole movie. Was like I think she's like got to be like 10 years old or something. She was actually great. Deaf actress too, which was also wonderful. So I actually didn't hate all that part. The part that I just hated was just like the movie had nothing to say. Like without spoiling too much, they kind of take away the corporate. They set up these corporate villains throughout the movie. And kind of be like, corporation's bad, but ultimately the corporation's goal in the movie is actually not that bad, and then it takes the agency away from the corporate villains in the final battle, which I won't spoil how that happens or what that is, but it ultimately was just sort of like, okay, so you're saying corporation's bad because vague reasons, but not that bad. And it just sort of becomes this like big punchy battle at the end, which I'm just kind of like saddened by, because it's like the best kaiju movies aren't like super nuanced movies. They're like, some of them are. There are a few good Godzilla kaiju movies that are actually deeply nuanced, but most aren't. Like I was thinking the recent animated Netflix ones that they did were actually surprisingly nuanced movies. But yeah, so ultimately this movie just had nothing to say, and I was like, oh, come on, have something. Like, have some themes, have some ideas. It was just sort of like punchy punch fight, and I'm like, that's fine. I can enjoy that. I can get behind that. But, like, have some vague semblance of a theme. And this movie really ended up having none. So, ultimately, I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was. But, it's ultimately just kind of forgettable, which is kind of sad. But yeah, overall, I liked it. I mean, if you're looking for a dumb 2-hour time, I don't think you can go wrong with that movie. I just think it's ultimately kind of forgettable in the grand scheme of things. Which is sad, because I think it could have been at least a little bit more memorable than it is. But... And hi, St. Beatles. Good to see you. Anyways, that's my quick review on Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm sure I might have more thoughts if I sat and thought about it, but I was just having a dumb fun time. Jesse's not playing a banjo while playing Banjo-Tooie. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Did you ever watch Venture Brothers? I did. And if so, how do you feel about the Hunter-Gatherers? I can't remember. It's been like a few years since I saw Venture Brothers. So I have to remember, like, this stuff. I remember there being, like, some interesting trans stuff within it. Like, kind of transphobic towards the beginning of the series, but then as it grew, I think it kind of lightened up those elements or developed them kind of interestingly. So, it's one of those shows that, like, kind of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where, like, it starts off having some problematic takes, but generally being on the right side of things. And as it grows, kind of, like, corrected itself in an interesting way. As opposed to South Park, which just stays juvenile the entire time. So... Anyways, let's play some games. I just wanted to kind of hang out with everybody. How is the, by the way, how is the sound balance in here? Am I sounding too good? Let me know. Like I said, I'm always playing with the sound balance in this stuff, so if I don't sound really good or the music of the game is a little bit too loud, a little bit too soft, just let me know so I can adjust it. And Newt, I'm going to move stuff because Newt is coming up here to play with all of us. Newt, I don't want him to step on the keyboard and ruin everything. You might see him on camera. Newt, come here. Come on, do you want to sit on my lap while I play? He's like just off camera. Come here, bud. Say hi to everybody. Come here. No, you're not gonna go back there. He's quite literally. Let's see if I can show the camera. Newt is literally, he's right there hiding in the dark. So that's where Newt is right now. So. All right, let's get into the actual game and play some. I hope everyone's doing good, by the way. I asked earlier, but I didn't see many people's comments on that, so I hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, pure popcorn movie, Emily Chamber. I would say it's pretty much pure popcorn movie. Oh my gosh, Sarah Sweeney, thank you. Well, heart to you, Sarah Sweeney. Thank you so much for that super chat. That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. A bit late as I've been selling into my new place. Well, congratulations on the new place, Sarah. But here is 60 for 60K. You sound great. Well, thank you, Sarah. That's incredibly kind. And Newt is coming in to say hi to you too, Sarah. That's his butt. You're getting on camera there. Buddy, you can't hide. I love you. If you want to hang out with me, you can come on my lap. Or you can come on my lap, bud. Come here. Yeah, come on. Come on, hang out on my lap. Come on. I know. Come here. Be a good lap kitty. Come on. I'm sorry, everybody. Newt is being Newt is being a butt. Come on. Come here. Come on, yeah, good boy. Come on, it's safe. There's a blanket. I'm wearing a blanket, so he's unsure if he can step on the blanket safely. Come here, come on. Come on, it's safe. Come here. Do you want to see? Look. You can sit on top of the blanket. Come on. All right, if this isn't gonna, okay, there we go. Now because the blanket's moved, he's happy to come on because he knows where he can step. All right, good boy, good boy. I'm gonna have to like get my hang around here. Hey, everyone's saying hi to you. Everyone's saying hi to you, Newt bud. Everyone says hi. Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't hit the microphone too much. Whose birthday is it? Did I miss someone's birthday? Hey, Maggie the Goblin, good to see you. I bought a cake for my Gozer. Hey, Gozer the Gozerian, happy birthday to you. And I think someone else says that. Yeah, there's an Arizona tea right here. I have a beer in Arizona just to kind of keep my energy up. Let's see. Someone else said it's their birthday, but I don't know who it is. So, congratulations. Wait, who said... I want to... Well, whoever it was, I think I missed it in the chat. But whoever's other birthday was besides Gozer's, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to both of you. This stream is just Jesse trying to control Newt. Yeah. Newt's hanging out. All right, let's play some games. I'm trying to remember where I was on the carnival level, I believe. Let's play that. Yes, hi, Newt, bud. You're a good boy. Love you too. Cheers where everyone knows your cat. Everyone knows Kitty. Everyone knows you, Newt. You're more famous than me. This is just going to become a Newt channel at some point. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go here. Yes, actually, this is where I do want to go. But I also want to grab this. My butt. Hey, I got some clockwork eggs. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. All right. Most of us just sit and tune in to watch you play with Newt. That is fair. That is totally fair. I would too. He's now licking my elbow for some reason. I don't know why he's doing that, but okay. For some reason, Newt is licking my elbow. We're just gonna let it happen, I guess. Let's see. Where the hell? Oh, that's why. Okay, I was like so confused. I'm like, I didn't remember unlocking this stuff last game. I'm on the wrong file. We were playing on file 2 last game. I'm like, I don't remember what the hell I was supposed to be doing here. And it's like, oh, I'm playing the wrong file. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright. This is the one that we were on. Alright, now we can actually figure out where we were. Because I was like, I don't remember what I was supposed to be doing. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Revenge Views. Hi, Jesse says, I just started watching you 2 weeks ago, and I love your Star Trek thoughts. I'm almost done with DS9 and making my way through the series. Season 3 of Discovery is pretty good. Yay! Well, I'm glad you like those shows. Deep Space Nine is my personal one. Enterprise is my personal favorite, but I think DS9 is the one that I think is the best Star Trek, in my personal opinion. So you are in... you'd love to hear your thoughts on Deep Space Nine. Season 6 is my personal favorite, generally. Though Season 7, I think, has some good moments, too. Yeah, he is just going after my elbow. He does this from time to time. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna judge. So, alright. Yeah! I love these little rat guys that go, yeah! Clearly you don't know about Newt's OnlyFans page. Oh boy. Get Newt in OnlyFans? That would be interesting. There you see what he does when Jesse is away. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a particularly interesting. Newt, what are you doing when I'm not there? All right, I gotta remember how to play this level. Let's see here. Ow. All right. Ow. Your vids actually might convince me to give Star Trek a try. I never got around to it. You should! Star Trek is great. Like, it's definitely got its ups and downs. And heaven knows, it's definitely got its downs. But I generally think it's a really good show. It's just one of those shows that, like, it may fail from time to time, but its heart is generally in the right place, and I just always appreciated that about it. And I think it's got some intelligent things to say and things that we can learn and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's great. I genuinely enjoy it. Does anyone remember, by the way? Hey, Doom Paris, good morning to you. Good evening from here. Does anyone remember where specifically I'm supposed to go in this level? It's been a minute where I forgot where I'm supposed to start in this level. Also, by the way, I downloaded earlier yesterday. If anyone is interested, I do have downloaded Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Fallout New Vegas if either of those are interested. Because I'm actually kind of considering playing either of those at some point tonight. So if anyone would rather see either Elder Scrolls or New Vegas, I'm down for either of those. Probably leaning more Oblivion, but I'm open to New Vegas if people are really convincing. TOS has aged so badly. Go with something more recent than work back. Yeah, I would generally agree. I mean, the worst thing about TOS is that it's very, very, like, its sexual politics haven't aged all that great. It's definitely doesn't treat the women super well within that show. But if you can get past that, it's generally pretty okay. Yeah, you kind of have to go with that. But so yeah, if you can get past that sort of stuff, I think generally that show has aged pretty well. I know I'm not gonna switch out of Banjo-Kazooie just yet, but I'll probably in like a few hours. Oh, Newt's gonna leave. He's done licking my elbow and is like, all right, I'm out. Peace. All right. Now that Newt's gone, I can actually focus on the game. Yes, that is true, Maggie the Godman. Get Patrick Stewart at the beginning of Oblivion. I always forget it. I always forget that he's in Oblivion at the top there. Alright. Oh, I don't have his attacks. Yeah, I agree, Sarah. I love early high school nostalgia Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game so much, but I also forget so much of how to play it. Like, I can 100% Banjo-Kazooie. I forget how to 100% Banjo-Tooie so often. Alright. Gotta go to the pump house. But where am I supposed to go? Newt's got to bounce. Yeah, Newt was just like, peace, I'm out. I've licked my fill of your elbow, and now I'm gonna head out. It's like he just enjoyed all my elbow. Star Trek Oblivion. Where am I supposed to go in this level? Like, I love this level. The design is so great, but I just completely forget where the hell I'm supposed to go. Let's see what's in that hut over here. Gender identity discourse has changed so much in the past couple decades that I wonder, I worry about going back to some older shows. Yeah, no, it definitely, like I said, TOS did not age super well. Yeah, Von Tux, I agree. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. TOS is both really progressive and really sexist simultaneously, in my opinion. I agree. Oh, I forgot that this is just like the, you can get something good, you can get something bad tent. What did I walk into? It's a shame that the best Star Trek game is Mass Effect, not actual Trek. I agree. The best Star Trek game is actually Mass Effect. Where am I supposed to go? Alright, I can get Mumbo. Mumbo's stuff is here. I know I need to bring him from another level, I believe. Yeah, Newt was licking my elbow a little bit ago. It was strange. Yeah, Newt's getting a little fan club here. Let's see. Serious question, does bottom surgery change bowel movements, make them easier or harder? I mean, in all honesty, it doesn't change the bowel movements. Peeing is obviously different for numerous reasons. I think it's just more engaged. Like, I've talked about this in other videos, but like, sorry, I'm just wandering randomly, but like, just having to pee after bottom surgery just means you have to like, it just takes more time because you can't just walk into a room, pee, and walk out. You have to like do a whole thing. Not to get too graphic on stream. But generally, like, in terms of like changes to bowel movements, like there was no difference. Still the same bowel movements. If that's the kind of content you're here for, those are the answers you get on stream. Let's see. Okay, this is the train station thing, which I think I start off in. I have to fix in the one level. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's pretty much on point. ER Mixon's craziest theories, like very sexist and yet very progressive at the same time, kind of like Gene Roddenberry. That's actually one of the most accurate takes I've seen. Yep, that is true. Ray and Kylo are definitely cousins. That is the thing. Wait, are they? Wait, now I'm trying to remember. I don't remember that. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't want to think about the Star Wars family tree because that's a whole kerfuffle, honestly. Oh wait, no, I was supposed to go that way. Laying down some serious knowledge. Thank you so much, 4 Point Station, for the super chat. All right. Yeah, the bowel movements. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Ah, dang it! Ah! One thing you don't always realize, Grace Lee Whitney was in a lot of movies, but added so little to them. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Grace Lee Whitney went through so much crap. But she was such a kind person. But yeah, Grace Lee Whitney went through so much crap. And if I recall, I don't remember this exactly the exact stuff, but I do remember she was treated very badly on the production of Star Trek. Just unfortunately. And obviously fell into drug addiction and things like that. But she did eventually, from what I hear, pull herself out of it and you know, got healthier later in her life, which is good. But it just sucks the way she was treated in a lot of different things. Because from everything that I heard, she seemed like a very wonderful human being. Like most people that work on Star Trek, besides a couple specific people. Ah, dang it! I was just there! I got distracted by the chat. I blame all of you for falling. Alright, yeah. I love this music. This music is like oddly creepy and yet oddly soothing at the same time. I played 2D absolute death when I was younger. It was one of the games I would just wander in and make pretend scenarios with the characters. Yeah! Yeah, I could actually see that. It is like weirdly soothing to just hang around in this game. I just like the world is so kind of like weirdly vast and intriguing in a cartoonish way. It's like I don't know, like for a game made on N64, like the world building in this game is actually very solid. Yeah, Grace Lee Whitney was Yeoman Rand. Grace Lee Whitney was the Yeoman Rand. Let's see. Now I can jump between the levels when I have train. But Strange New Worlds, I'm sure, could use Yeoman Rand. I don't know why they couldn't. I feel like Strange New Worlds, the Pike show, for those of you who don't know, is I think they could use Yeoman Rand. I feel like they could. I don't see why they couldn't. She would actually be an interesting character to develop, honestly, if they do use her character. I mean, she might be a bit young at the time of like she probably wouldn't be in Starfleet at that time. I'm trying to think of like, because if she was a Yeoman, I would think she might be a bit young to be in Starfleet by the time that Strange New Worlds takes place. But I'd have to look at like a memory alpha or something to figure that out. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Okay, I got the monkey dude. I need tickets. I don't have the tickets, and that's the boss battle. Just gotta find tickets. I don't rightly remember where the hell I'm supposed to go. think I'm gonna go back to the... I think I'm gonna go back to the... I think there's some more stuff I can do in the why am I blanking on the mining level? But for some reason I cannot remember what the hell I'm supposed to do in that world. That world gets weirdly complicated. Like once that, if I recall, once that world gets going and I figure out everything, I can figure it out. But for some reason I just cannot remember for the life of me how to do that level at the top. So yeah, I mean she does eventually get a posting on the Excelsior. Human Rand does become an officer on the USS Excelsior under Captain Sulu. So she does get her due in a way, which is nice. Like you forget, I think. Am I crazy? Is she... Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to do this thing. And go! Ah! Follow the water! Yay, I did the thing. Oh god. Okay, as I say, did I just screw up what I was supposed to do there? But no, I think I did the thing. Cool. When is Strange New World supposed to air? They're filming right now, so my guess is it'll probably come out in in 2020. 2022 is what I mean. So probably early next year. My guess is, by the way, they've been building up. They're doing a bunch of panels on First Contact Day in a few weeks. And my guess is that they're going to announce, because Mike McMahon has been teasing it. And so my assumption is they're probably going to announce premiere dates for either or both Star Trek Prodigy or Strange New Worlds on First Contact Day, which I believe is Monday. It might be Tuesday, but I think it's Monday. So look for probably, I don't know for sure, but my guess is we'll probably see release dates of Lower Decks and Prodigy around First Contact Day, just because they've been building it up so much. And they're going to have an interview with Captain Janeway about it, so that'll be interesting. Let's see. I need the Kazooie missile to be able to do that. I know I have to get that ability. Oh, Vontux, thank you so much. Sorry, I missed your super chat. How old were you when you first watched Trek, Jesse in chat? I was 5. I would have been... What year did Star Trek Nemesis come out? Whatever year Star Trek Nemesis come out would have been the year that I started watching Star Trek. Because I got into Star Trek through the Star Trek... Ooh, Jesus, I'm gonna die. I got into Star Trek through the Star Trek Nemesis audiobook, one of the weirdest ways to get into Star Trek. And that's how I started it, but I don't remember what year that was. I think it was like, it would have been 2012? Or sorry, not 2012, 2002, I think, if I recall. So my guess would be I would have been 10 if it came out in 2002. I want to say 2012. Ah, god damn it. Would you be able to make a video about First Contact Day, Jesse? Possibly. Next week I'm going to be actually really busy because I'm doing a few different things, including I'm doing a really big video that requires like a lot of on location shooting, which is why I was like out in the woods last week when I got my stuff stolen, and I have to go back out into the woods because stupid me, I wrote a script where I have to film at the top of a hike of like a vista. And it's going to look really beautiful. It'll be worth it, but it also means I have to take a whole day to take this giant hike and carry my equipment up a hill. So we'll see how much time I have next week. Next week I might actually be just very busy, but we'll see. Let's see here. Do you follow Jim Sterling? I do follow Jim Sterling. They are amazing. I absolutely adore Jim. Who is your favorite captain? Oh, see, that I can never answer that. That's so difficult to answer, honestly. I think the most interesting captain is probably Sisko. I think Sisko is definitely the most intriguing captain and like the most intriguing to watch. Picard might be the one that... No, Pike. Pike, I was going to say Picard might be the one that I'm most like aligned with, but actually I think Pike. Pike is more personable and much more like who I really love. Anson Mount's Pike, I should say, not Jeffrey Hunter's Pike. Jeffrey Hunter played that part great, but Jeffrey Hunter's Pike wanted to become a slave trader, if you recall, in the cage, which is like, yikes. But I do think Pike is probably my favorite captain. But I think Cisco is probably the most well-written captain in my opinion. But that's just me. Thank God for Jim, Stephanie, Sterling. Thank God for Jim, Stephanie, Sterling, and thank God for me, and thank God for all of you, as I'm sure they would say. Let's see. I wish Jim Sterling wasn't so negative all the time. Well, to be fair, I understand that feeling, feeling that Jim is always negative, but to be very honest, like, the stuff that they talk about is really difficult, and the stuff that they put up with is really fucking difficult. Like, dear God, the video game industry, like, don't get me wrong, there are some good things about the video game industry, but, like, the corporate side of the video game industry is just so horrible, in so many different ways, because it's such a young industry, and it's kind of very juvenile in a lot of ways, and a lot of their practices and how they built things up, and it's not as regulated as it should be, and so it's just really kind of horrible. To be honest, so I understand Jim's cynicism. It's I get it. It sucks, but I get it. So it's just one of those things. Like, unfortunately, because of the nature of that industry, you kind of have to be negative. It's kind of sad. There are, like I said, there are some really good companies. Like, I do think the companies that Jim trying to think, the company that made Hades is actually a very good company. They actually do practice things they do really good business practices and stuff like that, so let's see here. Yeah, I already did this. Okay. Right, homeless McCoy's shopping cart under Pike, Dreamy Eye. Dear God, Pike, like I've said before, considering that both Pike and Anson Mount Ethan Peck and Anson Mount are going to be in Strange New Worlds, I'm going to have a problem. Like, half of my reviews, I'm sure, for Strange New Worlds are just going to be being like, I was too distracted by how hot everyone was in that show. Right here. And now I can get, I believe I can get his friend. No, I have to go back to that level to be able, yeah. I gotta go back to that level to be able to get the rat friend out of there. So that is that thing. Easter question: since Jesus was resurrected, do you think that he counts as undead? Can a god be undead? Yeah. I've always said happy zombie whenever it's whenever it gets to be Christmas time, Easter time, I say happy zombie Jesus day. It is a zombie Jesus. And I mean that with no disrespect to anyone's religion. Religious institutions I have a lot of disrespect for, but for anyone's specific religious beliefs I have no disrespect for. Just to make my joke about zombie Jesus clear. So, hey, Way Hot Dog, good to see you. By the way, was last night the Winona Earp finale, or is that next week? Because I haven't caught. I'm a few episodes behind on Winona Earp, and I speaking of Way Hot Dog, I think there's like 2 more episodes left. So I think last night was the series finale, but I don't know for sure. I'd have to remember. What Sterling is negative about is valid, but it's so much and it's exhausting. I wish they released more things they enjoyed. Like, it's a personal thing, but it's a positive people will watch. No, I get that. I get that. I totally understand that. Oh, I have to go get him there. So, okay. So I know I can do that, and then I have to go back to that level. Okay. I think I know what I'm supposed to do for a couple things here, which is good. But what else do I have to do in here? Is this? Yeah, no. This is I can bring things between stuff. Workers' rates are very shitty across the industry. Yes, I had a boss way back. This was like 5 years ago, maybe more than that. 6 years. What year is 2021? So this would have been 5 or 6 years ago. I used to work at a company where my boss used to work in the video game industry. and he loved it. All he wanted to do in life was work at the video game industry, but he actually had to quit it and take the job that I was working at. I don't want to say the name of the company, just to protect this person, but he loved the video game industry, but he had to quit it because he was just overworked and he had no life in his marriage. His marriage fell apart because he was being overworked by the video game industry, and he had to, like, he never got to go home. And he shared that story, and he was my boss, and he just shared a story. He's like, this job, like, and I hated the job that we were both doing. He was like, this job sucks, but at least I can go home at night and, like, be with my family. And I'm like, fair. Very fair. But it just sucks that that's the situation that people are put in. Like, you look at a game like Hades, which won all of the Game of the Year awards, and it just shows me that, like, you don't need, and the company that does Hades, they never do crunch. They treat everyone fairly. Everyone's part of the team. The team's relatively small. They don't have, like, billions of people being worked to death, and there's no, like, rampant sexism and things in their offices and stuff. Like, you look at that company, and you're like, oh, look, you can ethically make one of the best games. You don't need to, like, use the excuse of, like, we can only make good games by, like, working people to death, you know? Yeah, it's just frustrating. I see two super chats. Farpoint Station, thank you so much for the super chat. Ansem Mount is my only Sky Daddy, Jesse Gender. Accurate. Yeah, Ansem Mount is my Sky Daddy. That's a little bit too true. And Ethan Peck is my Sky boyfriend. Jesus is not a zombie because, and Chris H, thank you for super chat. Jesus is not a zombie because Jesus is still conscious. Jesus is a lich. That's accurate? I actually don't know much about the difference between liches and zombies, but I guess that makes sense. Because zombies are, like, mindless and come out of, like, I believe they come out of the voodoo idea, and so they are, like, kind of controlled and stuff like that. Oh, shit. So I guess that makes sense that he would be a lich. I've never actually thought about that. Zombie Jesus or vampire Jesus? No, I actually, Chris H, I actually totally agree with you. Jesus is a lich. And since he's technically a king, I guess that would make Jesus a lich king. Right? That's technically true. I didn't even think about that. Technically, Jesus is a lich king. Anyways, I don't want to go too far down that line of thought because I don't want to come off as disrespectful because like I said, I have many problems with religious institutions, but I don't want to insult people's religion. I know people get particularly sensitive about that stuff, understandably so. So I don't want to seem disrespectful. As a software dev, I can tell you I get way more work done working from home. Yeah, I would bet, Megan A. And that's awesome, by the way, being a software dev. That is so awesome. Yeah, I mean, I feel like so many of us get more work done from home, honestly, because we're not, like, being pressured all the damn time. Let's see. All right, now I need to get to... Jesus is a successor of Arthas. Oh, gosh, what have I started? What have I started? Any great games that had workers work to death? The only example I can think of is Halo 2. I mean, there are a few great games that work people to death. I just don't think that that's necessary. I don't think that that's, like... Whoa. Whoopsies. Oh, I went the wrong way, because I have to go this way. I'm trying to get back to the... Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. Exactly, Manic Shorty. As I've always said, yeah, it's kind of hard to be critical of theology, but sensitive to theists. Like I said, I have many I don't want to get into this discussion necessarily when I'm drinking and playing Banjo-Tooie, but I do not like religious institutions. I have thoughts about specific religious beliefs and practices, but on the whole, I think that, you know, when taken in isolation, religion can be a force for good on an individual level. I just think when it's used in sort of like an institutional sense, it's generally not a good thing. But again, there's a lot of specifics and a lot of nuance in that discussion that I am not prepared for at the moment, so. Okay, so I did that thing. Whoa, that was a glitch. What is happening? That was weird. I'm a software dev too, moved to WFH before the pandemic and my productivity went way up. That is, yeah, that's work from home. Sorry, it took me a second. I'm like, Washington, what is WFH? What does that stand for? But no, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, I don't want to speak for your workplaces, but, yeah, I just feel like software devs are just treated like crap, and no one like acknowledges how hard that they are put to work, and the crunch just being a really crappy thing. I don't know. You look at like stuff like the Cyberpunk 2077 situation, you're like, that's so crappy, so crappy. Exactly, Revenge Reviews. I would rather wait an extra year for a game if it means that devs can like go home to their families. Like I love Naughty Dog games. Like I legitimately really like Last of Us Part 2. But you hear stories about how like in Last of Us Part 2 for that game, developers had to, or Uncharted 4, a developer had to like rent an apartment in Santa Monica so that he could like spend weekdays near the gaming company instead of going home to his family, which is just like, let me just be honest, it's fucking horrible. It's just fucking horrible. And it's not worth it. Like, I love Last of Us Part 2, but not being able to go home and see your family is just not acceptable, you know? I don't know. And also, I've been kind of finding AAA games more and more recently to be just kind of bland, you know? I don't know. Let's see. Did I already do this? I think I didn't do this already, so yes, I didn't do this, okay. I always hated this part of the level. This one's always difficult, because I can never keep this straight. It's better than an I remember doing this section on an N64 controller, and hating it, because with an N64 controller, this is a fucking pain in the butt, because that joystick is like, you can't ever control it. Also, sorry for the F word. I try not to swear. But, oh, shoot. See, I hate this. Why would you ever make me have to do precise shooting in this game? Sorry, I gotta do this very carefully. I'll pay attention to the chat in just a second. I just need to make sure I'm not gonna fall off here. I was probably supposed to shoot that one over there, but oh god. I almost fell there, Jesus. This is one way to do this. Certainly not the intended way, but a way. Sorry, chat. I'll be back in just a second. Gosh, I love this music. The music is so good in this game. There we go. Oh, now you'll start up. Okay. What did I miss in the chat? Sorry, everybody. Last game I played that I really liked was Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima was great. I never beat it, though. I got very far in it, and I loved like exploring that world, but ultimately I just kind of ended up off on it. I should finish it up. Same thing with Witcher 3. I just restarted Witcher 3, and I've been really loving Witcher 3. Well, let me put it this way. I love the story of it. I actually don't really love the gameplay of Witcher 3. And the world feels kind of a little like unlike Elder Scrolls and like stuff like that, like the world feels a little bit dry and bland, but the story of the Witcher's world is really good. It's so good, and the voice acting, everything is good, but the world feels a little bland, and the combat's not that great, in my opinion. It's not bad. Like, I've experienced worse combat, but it's a little bit bland for me. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the super set. You can tell that the beer is getting to me. Thank you for the super chat, Jesse. It honestly bugs me that most people won't talk about Andy's Naughty Dog's crunch. A few people were, but it seems most people were mad at them for killing Joel. Yeah, that's yeah. I actually really like the story of Naughty Dog, but Naughty Dog's crunch problem is a real big issue. There was a why am I blanking on his name? There is that reporter from Kotaku who now works at Bloomberg. I'm blanking on his name for some reason. But he wrote a book that I also read that outlined the crunch in Uncharted 4. He did a whole book on like the development behind certain games, and like on almost every single chapter of the game, that book that was about like big companies, it was very much like, oh yeah, they crunched for this big game, and it's like, cool. That's wonderful. Hey, Geek Filter, good to see you. Yeah, I could see that, because I've seen stuff of Blood and Wine, Witcher 3, Revenge. Sorry, I always respond to the comment before I say this. Revenge Review says, Blood and Wine, Witcher 3 is much better experience because the world is colorful and stranger. I agree. Yeah, that's my big problem with Witcher 3 right now, and I've seen images of Blood and Wine. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I have the DLC, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But I can see that, like, the problem is, like, I just go around the world of Witcher 3, the base version. Jason Schreier, thank you, Nightman. That was the journalist that I was talking about earlier. But I just go around the world of Witcher 3, and it's just, like, kind of dead trees and, like, kind of a bland, dry world, which fits the story. Like, don't get me wrong, it fits the world of The Witcher. Like, that's what The Witcher looks like. But it's kind of not exactly vibrant to be in. Kind of like, unlike Skyrim or Oblivion, which kind of have, like, so many interesting, like, corners and shades to them. Even Skyrim got a bit gray, but even then it kind of had like the Northern Lights sort of stuff going on in there, and there's some beautiful stuff in there too. So yeah, I think I do need to finish up Witcher 3 though, because I liked the story of it really well, but I think I might just like have to like just turn the difficulty on low and just play through the story, because ultimately I just don't care much about the story, so. Or, sorry, care much about the world, that's what I meant. Oh, and thank you very much, Lord Artemis. I see you, Artemis. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm going to rescue the little rat friend, but I can't remember what the little rat friend is. Oh, thank you so much, Jesse. Let's see, Jesse. I would be lying if I said I wasn't hoping for more Uncharted, though. I really want to see Nate's daughter follow in his footsteps. I actually think there's rumors going around. I forget which company it was, but it won't be an Uncharted game. But there are rumors going around that there is an Uncharted game in the works. It's just not going to be made by Naughty Dog, I think is the kind of rumor going around. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to probably be like one of those situations like they did with Halo, like Microsoft did with Halo, where eventually, where like the series will continue, but it won't be made by the original creators. It'll sort of be like the big company Sony will take it and give it off to other developers that they control, so that Naughty Dog can make their own new games and focus on new franchises, and these other companies just continue these franchises, milk them to death until they're done. Until no one cares anymore. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot how to do this. Oh, that's right. Does anyone mind if I... Oh, wow, okay. Well, that was completely random. I was like, can I look up the cheat here? But I guess I just randomly happened upon the right answer there. Chris H, I love Skyrim, sans Bethesda's pro-fascist storyline. Yeah, that definitely has that. There's a lot of like imperialism love in just Elder Scrolls in general. It's kind of a bit dark. But yeah, I like Skyrim too. I think Skyrim's pretty fun. I'm just so looking forward to the next Elder Scrolls game. I just like being in that world. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like there's a lot of problems with how Bethesda builds games. You can take a look at H-Bomber Guy has done some great reviews of just like the world building of Bethesda. That being said, though, I just almost like, I love just existing in the world of Elder Scrolls. So, I think it's just a fun world to be in, and it's so vibrant and so like fleshed out. I just really like that world. Problems with that game aside, I just like, it's the problem with Cyberpunk 20. It's the problem I have with Cyberpunk 2077. It's like Cyberpunk 2077 is a really cool world, and I think it's just a really don't get me wrong. I actually like, aside from the bugs and the mistreatment that CD Projekt Red put behind that game, the game itself is actually decently good behind all the bugs, in my opinion. But But Night City is not a city I want to live in, you know? Whereas Elder Scrolls is like a place that, excuse me, that I actually do wish to live in. But you know, that's just my thoughts on it. Hey, I got your friend back. There he is. Lord, Atimus asked, I was going to say, what's your favorite Elder Scrolls game, but I fumbled a bit with YouTube. Have another $5. It's okay. It's okay. Well, thank you so much for the super chat. If that ever happens again, by the way, you can just comment again and say, like, oh, I meant to put this in the super chat. It's totally fine. I'll figure it out. And unless I miss it in the chat, which I do apologize if I do. But, my favorite Elder Scrolls game, I feel like my favorite Elder Scrolls game is probably Oblivion. I don't know, I just like Oblivion because Oblivion was like the first game as a kid that was like this big open world that I could explore, and I don't know, I just really like Oblivion. But it is kind of bland compared to other games in the series. Like, I think Skyrim and Morrowind have a lot more flavor to them than Oblivion does. But, and I would probably say I like Skyrim the most in terms of just the character of the game. But I think I just have a soft spot in Oblivion, in my heart for Oblivion, because it was my first game like that. I just remember like getting so excited, like when I bought Oblivion and downloaded it and played it for the first time. When you step out from the first out into that world after you escape the prison, and you get to go anywhere, I literally called my mom into the room, who, like, my mom does not care about video games at all, and she has no understanding. But I called her and was like, Mom, I can go anywhere I want to in this game. And she was just so excited. Like, she was like, oh, that's so cool. I just have very visceral memories of Oblivion. So I don't think Oblivion is the best one, but I just have a lot of really great memories about it. Plus, I will say the Sheogorath DLC, the Shivering Isles DLC, is actually legitimately very good. Let's see here. Have I done everything that I can do in this world? Not everything. There's some other stuff I can do, but I don't particularly know what else I can do at the moment without getting more stuff. So I think I'm just gonna head out and go back to Wally World, because I feel like I can do more in Wally World now. I think. Anyways, oh, Nightmare, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I don't know why I said it like that. New sub got me with your Wonder Woman video. Well, congratulations. Thank you, Night. I didn't mean to say congratulations. Congratulations on being a subscriber. God, that would make me sound like an asshole. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say thank you. Thank you for being a subscriber, and I'm glad you liked the Wonder Woman video. I also just found out my favorite game series, Devil May Cry, is Pro LGP, and the memes are gold. I did not know that. I've never actually played many Devil May Cry games. I should get into them. I tried to get into Devil May Cry 5, but for some reason it just didn't click with me. But I've always felt like I would like them, because I like they seem very similar to the God of War games, and I love the old God of War games, like, a lot. So, let's see. Actually, you know what I can do before I go there? I think I can actually I'm gonna grab these things. Haha! Yes, that's exactly the right amount. And now I can go get more health. Sitting here drinking. Manic Shorty says, sitting here drinking a beer, watching the stream, so I'll say we were drinking together. Well, hey! Clinking glasses with you, Manic Shorty. Speaking of which, I might have to go grab another beer in a second, because this one is empty. Yes. Let's look at the sexualized bee. By the way, if anyone, no one knows this. Well, I might have talked about this on streams before or something like that. But bees are my biggest fear. I have two fears in life. It is the fear of life. There's no life after death. It's one of my biggest existential dreads. Which, whatever. That's a whole other thing. And then two, bees. Those are my two fears. I hate bees so much. They scare the crap out of me. I had a beehive land on me as a kid, and ever since I had that beehive land on me as a kid, and it's my brother's fault too, by the way. My brother frickin' dropped a beehive on my head, on accident to be fair, but he accidentally dropped a beehive on my head, and it was not fun. It was not a fun time. So ever since then, I've just frickin' hated bees. Yes, but Costa, I actually agree with you. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was a good game. I 100% agree with you. My problem was, it was not a good Banjo-Kazooie game. It was actually a very good game, but like it's not what I wanted a new Banjo-Kazooie game to do. I don't want to do vehicles in a Banjo-Kazooie game. But that being said, it's a good game. Oh, grenade. Hey, grenade eggs. Cool. No bees after that. Do you eat honey? I do eat honey. I do like honey. Oh, well, Sugar Bun, thank you for coming. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Do you prefer old school Kratos or reboot Kratos? I like both for different reasons, actually. They're very different games. I like the arcadiness of the old Kratos games in the sense of scale. The new Kratos game, I think, is just a very good reboot, and I think it had a much more like the story of that game was actually very, very touching, and very, very like thoughtful, as opposed to like everyone always hates on the old God of War games. They like, oh, they're like the story is terrible and everything. I'm like, I actually think the story of the old God of War games is really good. They're just a different style of story. They're very operatic in terms of their storytelling style, which fits like the Greek mythology of it. Whereas Norse mythology always seems a lot more grounded, and so that fits the new God of War. So I actually really love both games. If I had to say a preference, I don't know, to be very honest with you. My only problem with the new God of War is it added like that storefront where you had to like equip gear, and to be very honest with you, I don't care for like gear management at all. It's like the thing I hate about Witcher 3, even Elder Scrolls and stuff. It's like I'm gonna always just put on the best armor and just hit things with the sword, and I don't care to do any sort of the gear management whatsoever. I really could care less. And so that was one part of they added to God of War, the new one, that I did not love. But overall, I think I really, really liked the game. The gameplay was so satisfying. That the fighting was a lot of fun. But also, like, it's not a game that I would just sort of play just hanging out. It's like that's a game I have to be in a particular mood for, as opposed to like the old God of Wars were like the old God of Wars. I could just pick up and play those games whenever I want and just like have a lot of fun and just the arcadey feel of them. So it really depends on my mood. I think both are really great games, generally though. Let's see. To be fair, my best character, yeah, someone says they ruined Banjo-Kazooie. I actually don't hate ukulele. Chris H says I'm disappointed in ukulele. I don't hate ukulele. It's not great by any means. My big problem with ukulele was it was kind of too big. I like, and even Banjo-Tooie is like the right amount of big. When I do collectathon games, I don't want collectathon games to feel like too big because they cause me stress. Like the joy of collectathon games is that like I feel like I can collect everything, getting the 100% of the thing, and so you got to have like with it. So when you do a collectathon game, you want to have like senses of completion, everything. So you're like, oh, when I finish this world, I have 100% of this world that I can go on to the next world. And that's like that sense of compartmentalization and completionism that you can get within like the larger scope of things is like part of what makes collectathon satisfying. And so ukulele, the problem with ukulele was that it was just kind of too big. And so I kind of got stressed out because I'm like, I can never collect everything in these worlds, and that stresses me so much. That was my big problem with ukulele. I actually thought it like played decently, and the world designs were actually pretty decent and cool. But I just felt like it just didn't pay off what was satisfying about collectathons, which is the very fact that you're supposed to like enjoy like the satisfaction of collecting things. So that's sort of my hot take on ukulele. That it's not a bad game, but I just think it kind of missed the mark on what it's supposed to be about. Where am I supposed to go in this world? I forget what I'm supposed to do here. So hard. Oh, it's frustrating me, honestly. Let's see, what do I need to get? Let's see. Oh, he just gives it to me. Okay, well, I screwed up. Alright. Which means that I can go... Yeah, go to the Gozerian. There's a Game of Thrones musical in the works, apparently. Why? Yeah. That's the thing with the Game of Thrones that I'm just like, why? Is like, they're doing all these spin-offs and a musical, and they're all like prequel stuff too, which I don't care about that much. Like there's a couple prequel-y things that I'm like kind of interested in generally, but like it's just this constant like looking back that just frustrates me in Game of Thrones. I'm gonna go get another beer actually, by the way. But it's just this looking back. It's like the thing that I would be interested if Game of Thrones wanted to do a spinoff. The spinoff I would want to be interested in is you get Maisie Williams and do an Arya spinoff show of like where she goes to the other world. So like explore more of the world of Game of Thrones in a forward-thinking manner. But it's the problem. It's the problem that so many like series that get successful do is that they start when they want to do spin-offs, they always look backwards. They always do prequel stuff. Like even Star Trek fell into that where there's like, oh yeah, we want to do spin-offs, so we'll do prequel stuff. It's like, no, move forward, push the story forward, advance the story. Don't look backwards, look forward. And so it's like if Game of Thrones wants to move forward, the thing that would interest me would be an Arya spin-off in that world. I don't care for all these like prequel things and a musical. Honestly, to be fair with you, I would be the one that interests me the most is the musical, because I'm just sort of curious what the musical would even be. For Game of Thrones, like I will murder everyone. I don't really know. So it's just like I would actually be interested. Like that's one of those things. Like the Game of Thrones musical is like it's the concept of it being a prequel doesn't interest me, but like the idea of a Game of Thrones musical intrigues me because it's like that could go terribly wrong or terribly right, and I'm here for either one of them. All right, I'm gonna go quick. I'm going to go grab another beer in quick pee. So I will be back in 2 seconds. So just give me 2 hot seconds, and I will be back, everybody. Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed a super chat, so let me get back to that real quick. Actually, before I head out to get a beer, let me grab that super chat, because I just realized that I missed someone's super chat. Aiden Nelder, apologies that I missed your super chat. Heart to you, you are lovely. Drinking and gaming while you stream and doing the same is becoming a bit of a routine, and love your Trans Day of Visibility video. Well, thank you so much, and I'm hoping to very soon start streaming more regularly. Like Saturday night has kind of become a thing where I just hang out with everybody and stream, because Saturday nights I have nothing else to do at the moment because pandemic. But I do plan on doing streams more regularly, either Saturday nights or I might start doing like Monday evenings or something. Well, I'll figure something out, but I will be doing streams more regularly from now on. Probably starting in May, I will have more time to start streaming more regularly, and I'll be talking about that in some upcoming videos. Anyways, thank you for hanging out, and I will be right back. I'm just gonna grab another beer, quick use the bathroom. I'll be back in like literally 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I is back. Ah! How is everybody? Hopefully you didn't all miss me. You beautiful, beautiful folks. Get my blanket back on. Because I am an old lady who likes to have her blankets. I need like a quilt. I need like a blanket quilt. That's what I need. Just like sit here and be an old maid. That's what I want to be in my life. Alright, put these back on. Cheers to everybody. So if everybody's who's drinking along with me, we'll have a cheers moment. Cheers to everybody. Clink glasses. You're all lovely. There. Okay. Von Tux says Disco season. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Disco season 3 moving forward finally was so refreshing. Yeah, I agree. That's one thing I really loved about Disco season 3 is it actually moved the plot of Star Trek forward, and it was like nice to like, oh, I can now speculate about the state of post Star Trek Nemesis world. It's so fun. And same thing with Star Trek Picard did the same thing. It's like as much as I had problems with some of the world building in Star Trek Picard and Discovery, overall, I thought they were generally pretty good, and I think it just sort of like is interesting to know, like, oh, I finally know after years what happens after Star Trek Nemesis. So, vodka, water, hell yeah, Tara. Cheers with the herbal tea. Hell yes, I will totally clink glasses with some herbal tea. I'm 4 beers in. Lol, Jesse got some catching up to do. To be fair, this is my 3rd beer of the night. I've had one, and then I've had one from when I was watching Kong versus, Godzilla versus Kong. All right, let's get back to this. Run egg aiming. I can't do right now anyways. Was pairing drinking with a girlfriend before the stream. Oh, that's nice, Tara. I need a girlfriend or a boyfriend. We're just a... Sorry, now we're hitting... This is we've learned this before on previous streams. We are now at horny Jesse. Oh, I need to get him a burger, not fries. He wants fries. Or not, he wants a burger, not fries. You're holding... Well, if this is beer number 3. And to be fair, these are... What are this? This beer is 12%. Dear Lord. That one was, I think, like 9. That one's 9%. This one was 12%. So we'll see how long I last. Let's see here. What's the problem? I hate this because I don't remember what I'm supposed to do in this damn level. I'm just wandering around aimlessly in this stupid level. And I love this world, but I just can't remember how the hell I'm supposed to start this off. Yes, take the fries. Oh, Chris H asks, thank you for the super chat. Are you anticipating the Amazon Lord of the Rings series? Yes, I am. I'm actually very excited for it. I need more Lord of the Rings in my life. I've been honestly like kind of jonesing for more Lord of the Rings, and I just love those movies, and I will even defend the Hobbit movies. The first 2. I will defend the first 2 Hobbit movies. They are by no means the cinematic masterpieces that the Lord of the Rings movies are, but I still think the first 2 Hobbit movies are just a ton of fun. So I will actually defend the Hobbit movies. The first 2 anyways. So that being said, I actually really like, I'm actually very much looking forward to the Amazon series, because I just want more, I just want to explore that world more, and I want to like see more of that world outside of like just the main plot, because it's such an intriguing world. And I've read the Silmarillion, and the Silmarillion has some really interesting world building stuff, but it's written so terribly because George R. R. Tolkien didn't finish it before he died. Like they're good and they're interesting, but like they're very clearly unfinished works. And read like the Lord of the Rings Bible, if anything else. So I would just like to see that type of story done and that world building done in a much more artful way than the Silmarillion ended up being. So I am actually very excited for the Amazon series. I hope it's good. I am very, very excited for it, though, generally. Alright. Where the hell do I go? I think... Okay, I think I remember where I'm supposed to go now. Yes, okay. This is it. Chris H., you defend the Hobbit movies? I can defend the first one, but after that, my token nerd brain was like, do not understand theme Peter Jackson. I actually... Okay. To be fair... I saw the second... Oh my gosh. I saw the second Hobbit movie with my best friend, and we just had so much fun during it. I think my only, like... Sort of taking it on just a... Like, it's just a fun romp in the... Oh my gosh, why can I not get past this guy? If you're taking it as just, like, a fun romp in Middle-earth, I actually think that the second Hobbit movie is a lot of fun. It's not a great movie by any means, but it's... Oh my god! It's a fun romp in Middle-earth. My problem with the second movie is that I would just cut that ending. Oh my god. The ending where they go into the Lonely Mountain and they do that whole like gold statue thing and fight off like small, it's just so tedious and takes so long, and I get so bored during it. I would have just ended the movie. I would just cut that out of the movie and just like show the Lake Town scene that starts off episode 3 at the end of the second movie, or just ended it without that sort of bit. That's my only problem with the second movie. If I just take it as just a fun romp, not like looking at it for like great works of cinema, I actually think that the second movie is fine except for that ending. The third movie I can't forgive. My biggest thing was just their characterization of Thorin. I could not forgive the characterization of Thorin Oakenshield in the third movie, because they had such actually good character building, like character flaws, that he's like a good man, a good king, but he's like enraptured by treasure sometimes, and he really wants to Arkenstone, the symbol of his people. Like, they actually set that up well in the first two movies, and then in the third movie, it's like, nah, he just has dragon sickness. Just dragon sickness. It just pissed me off, because I'm like, I was so into how they were characterizing Thorin, because Thorin's actually one of my favorite characters from the books. I love Thorin in the books. That's why I have the Hobbit tattoo. He's one of my personal favorite characters. And I was just so frustrated that they just said, no, it's Dragon Madness. So, I don't know. Alright. So now I'm actually getting to where I can do stuff in this level. I now remember how to do this level. Hell yes! Screw you, you stupid things! Let's see, given what happened with Damien Darkblood, do you think the other shoe is about to drop in the next episode of Invincible? Yeah, I mean, I haven't read the Invincible comics. I ordered the first omnibus, but the omnibuy are out of stock on Amazon right now, so I'll have to wait for it to come in. But I'm very excited to read the comics. But I'm very excited to see where it's going to where Invincible is going to go, because this last episode was very intriguing. It wasn't super exciting, but it's clearly setting up some storylines. Like, Invincible does really feel like the Game of Thrones of superhero things, and I'm really here for it. I'm so here for it. And I like Damien Darkblood, might be my favorite character in that show. I just like the investigative detective sort of thing, and I like what happened with him at the end of the episode, and the sort of setup, like he's still kind of around sort of thing, without spoiling too much. Hey, I got a ticket. I don't know where or how I got a ticket, but I got a ticket. So there we go. I did a thing. I did a thing that I have no idea how they did it, but I did it. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Donovan Bradford, the battle between the Council and Sauron and the Race are epic fight. Yeah, that was like everything that's like, oh, this is finally doing the stuff that I wanted, like big wizard fights in Lord of the Rings. Like, come on. How can you not find that freaking amazing? It was a lot of fun. Screw you! You stupid Jinjo, evil Jinjo, or what are the evil Jinjos called? I forget what the evil Jinjos are called. Alright. Alright, nothing here. Well, there's more cartoon van stuff, but where the hell do I go? I know there was more cartoon van stuff. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's over here. That's why. Okay. Yeah. No, that's not it. Where the hell? Question mark. Jesse is... Oh, I remember where it is. No, I think I remember where it is. Jesse don't insult Invincible by comparing it to Game of Thrones. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones... I honestly, I liked Game of Thrones up until the last season. And honestly, I won't defend the last season of Game of Thrones. I will say that everything that happens in the final season of Game of Thrones generally is not that bad. It's just they went too quick with it. The final season of Game of Thrones really should have been like 3 seasons, because like where Dany goes in that season makes sense if they had longer to develop it, but they just didn't. They just kind of like got there in the end and just like, oh, okay, I guess you just didn't care to develop anything. You're just like, all right, it just really felt like the writers, like, I forget their names, but the writers of Game of Thrones just really stopped caring. It was very clear that they were, like, tired and wanted to do something else. And it's like, okay, like, just then pass it, like, like, shows have lost executive producers before. Like, I would have rather you pass off the show to someone else than just sort of, like, say, like, screw it, I don't care anymore. But whatever. Whatever. Oh, Jesse, thank you for the super chat. I watched Invincible after seeing your video about it. I was open-mouthed and shocked for several months at the end of the pilot. Yeah, like, that ending of the pilot is, like, hot dang. Like, was not expecting that. Hey, I finally found the thing that I was looking for. Alright, well. Alright. This game looks psychedelic. It is kind of psychedelic. Lisa Garrison, did you ever read the novel Hero by Perry Moore? I did not, actually. Right now I'm reading the Bobbyverse books, at the moment, but I'd never read Hero. I think I actually own it. Well, that's one about the gay superhero, right? It's just, it's about a, I don't know much about it, so I hate describing it as, like, the gay superhero, but that's, like, all I really know about it off the top of my head. I actually think I own that book in the other room, but I never actually got around to reading it. So. Alright. And there's the final ticket right there. But now, okay, so I think I remember how to do this. Okay. Let's see here. I have a burger. Yeah, Jamie's character arc is one of the things that hurts the most, to be honest. I agree, Stephanie. That's the thing that really, like, I was so pissed off at Jamie's character arc in Game of Thrones, because there's so many different things they could have done with him. Like, I wanted him to be the one to kill Cersei. Like, he should have been the one to kill Cersei. That would have so fit his arc in such a really intriguing and deep way. And the fact that he just, like, dies in a cave with her, like, professing his love for her, I'm like, ugh. Way to just throw away all of Jaime's interesting character development. It was just such a disappointment. God, that final season of Game of Thrones is just so disappointing. Wait, what did he just tell me? He told me something, but I can't remember what he just told me. Sorry, I need to actually read what they're saying. Cool, I got a burger. That's what I needed. I've read all the Bobbyverse books. I'm only on the second book right now, but I'm really loving them. I've read the fourth book, one that just came out isn't as good in the Bobbyverse book series, but I'm liking. In fact, I might just give you guys a preview. My Jesse recommends video on Monday is going to be of the first Bobbyverse book. So, who's your favorite Invincible character? Ooh, I actually like Robot. I don't know his whole. Maybe it's just because it's Zachary Quinto, and I love Zachary Quinto. I feel like Zachary Quinto needs to get more roles. And he's basically doing like a slightly morally ambiguous Spock, and I'm here for it. So I think probably Robot might be my favorite character. Oh my God, Megan A. Anyone read Dreadnought? Dreadnought is so good. Dreadnought is absolutely freaking amazing. One of the best superhero books. For anyone who doesn't know, Dreadnought is about a girl. It's a superhero story about basically a trans character who gets superpowers and like sort of the world building of that. Dreadnought is legitimately one of my favorite superhero books. I would love an adaptation of Dreadnought, like so much. Oh God, I need to start doing more short films so that I can become a big director and direct Dreadnought. Like that would be a book that I would like. If I got to be a director, I would love to film Dreadnought. That would be so much fun. You met April, Megan? That's amazing. I'm assuming that's the author of the books, right? So. Yeah, I keep seeing Azog in the movie have the revenge arc for Thorin. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think that the Azog and Thorin stuff was actually kind of interesting within the Hobbit movies. I actually kind of like that stuff. And then I need to get. Alright. Yes, Quinto is. Oh my God, Sylar. Quinto is Sylar. Quinto's Spock is great, but Quinto Sylar. I actually had all the hots for Sylar. If you go on my Twitter, not to pin my Twitter, but I posted a picture. My mother sent me a bunch of like memorabilia from my childhood a few weeks ago, and one of the things that I found in my memorabilia was this picture of Zachary Quinto as Sylar that I drew. And I was like, oh my God, how did I not know? Because back then I was seen as like a straight boy. I thought I was a straight boy. But like, that was such a loving photo of Zachary Quinto. I was like, I'm at least not straight. So there was something going on there that I'm just surprised that like I didn't pick up on as a kid. Because I drew a whole photo, like a photo of Zachary Quinto as Sylar. And he's so good. Lord Artemis asks, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Have you watched The Dragon Prince? I love it. The Dragon Prince is great. I like it. I feel like there's a couple missed opportunities in its story. Like, for example, like one of the characters in that show loses his ability to walk, and I would have really liked to see like a character who has lost the ability to walk in a fantasy world, but they kind of heal him very quickly. Like my big problem with the Dragon Prince, I think it's actually a very good show. I really do like it, and I actually would recommend it, especially for fans of the Avatar series. But my problem with it is that, like, I feel like it doesn't fully explore its ideas as much as it could. I feel like there's a few things that it's just, like, kind of skips over, and I'm like, oh, well, it could have been much more interesting if you actually had delved into that, but what are you going to do? Overall, I think it's a good series. Dang it. I thought I did the thing. Alright. Alright. Well, I thought that was what I was supposed to do, but I don't think that that's what I was supposed to do. Oh, I remember. I have to do the backpack carry thing with him. That's what it's supposed to be, but I don't have that move yet. Got it. Okay. Whenever I think about Dragon Prince, I think about the Wonderwall, and now here's Wonderwall. Hey, little Yankee, welcome to the stream. If I can speak, I am definitely. You're starting to get into slurry, Jesse. Though I'm glad we kind of missed Horny Jesse, because Horny Jesse on stream says some awkward things. All right, let's see. I think I can actually now do the boss battle, and the boss battle in this level I think is really, really cool. So let's try and do the boss battle here. Do boom bum 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 bum. I will say the third Hobbit film has subverted the Deus Ex Machina of the Eagles in a nice way. Yeah, that is true. It did. The Eagles sort of like show up and have to do battle and stuff. I think that's kind of nice. Will Banjo 3 happen in 2021? No, probably not. But I think at some point it will happen. Oh, we're talking about the Defenders and Agent Carter and everything now. I have not seen Agent Carter. I need to watch Agent Carter. I've seen every MCU thing except for I have not seen all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Agent Carter. Those are the two MCU things that I have not watched. So, Claytonburg, Horny Jesse, I'm here for it. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, you're at the Jesse who has not well. All right, we're at Drunk Jesse. Whatever, I'll be open. You're at the Jesse who has not gotten laid in a year because of the pandemic, and I need to fix that. Hopefully soon. They're opening up vaccinations for everybody starting April 15th, which I'm so excited for. I just want to get injected so I can get injected, if you know what I mean. Anyways. Oh yeah, the Inhumans. Oh, I forgot the Inhumans were a thing. Oh boy. All right, sorry, I got to beat this boss. This is one of the best. This right here, everybody, is one of the best bosses in video games. Though I can tell you already because I'm drunk. I'm going to get very, very... I'm going to fail at this because I'm drunk. Oh, there we go. What happened? Sorry, I just... One sec. Sorry, one sec. Sorry, I just said... Sorry, something from Abigail. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just paranoid because half the time legitimately getting overshadowed and everything is making me get even my messages out to my friends is incredibly depressing. Sorry, what's going on, Abigail? I apologize. I missed what you were saying. Sorry, apologies, Abigail. I missed what you were saying in the chat, but I just want to send you a heart because I saw somebody saying I'm so sorry about that, Abigail. So just sending you a heart, Abigail. Apologies that I missed what you might have said in the chat. So let's test how gone Horny Jesse is. Who is the hottest superhero in the male and female category? Oh boy, who the hottest superhero is? Let me think about that as I battle this guy. Let's see. Also, that always looks like a penis. Oh god, we're at Horny Jesse, aren't we? That always looked like a dinosaur penis right there. You can't really tell, but it did look like that to me. All right, let's see. Hottest superhero. Oh god, probably Steve. I have a big thing for big moral Boy Scouts. That's my thing. I get very like hot guys who have abs, but who like really, really care about people. And like just caring about others. God, I love that. I don't know why that makes me so like excited, but I just probably Steve might be the hottest. Like Steve Rogers might be my favorite. Like horny, like I'm horny for a superhero. Female superheroes, probably Harley. Harley is not someone who I'd want to date because I feel like that would end badly for me. But dear Lord, I would love to have like fun with Harley in both in a sexual way and just like hang out with Harley. I would love to just hang out with Harley. I feel like it would be a lot of fun times. I would not like to long-term date Harley. I feel like this would go wrong. Where am I supposed to... Where's the flying pad? Am I missing something? Where the hell is the flying pad here? I'm looking for the flying pad. Where's the flying pad? So I'm just like running around here at Dinosaur Peen. Where the hell is the flying pad? Does anyone know where the flying pad is in this level? I'm just kind of running around. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to hit him first, and then I can fly. That's right. Oh God, no! He's gonna step on me. Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, I forgot that I was supposed to hit him normally. Oh my God, Clayton Berg, you are right. Oh my God, Nebula. Nebula is my favorite character. Besides Steve, I freaking love Nebula. Nebula, I can't believe I forgot Nebula. Nebula is so freaking amazing. I adore Nebula so much. It's interesting. I like the big blue Boy Scout boys and like the very like anti-hero girls. I don't know why. I guess that's more just like it's just like you never get to see girls get to be the anti-hero. You never get to see boys being like actually like unproblematically good people. Let's see. I think I gotta use regular eggs. Oh, I gotta hit him with the grenade eggs. That's right. There we go. Okay. Fine. You'll want. Fine. You want to be a jerk about it? We'll hit you with the regular. There we go. Yeah. Screw you, you jerk. Let's see. Yes. Now I can get the flying eggs. There we go. Yeah, Nebula's character arc. Nebula is so great in the MCU. Ah, I forgot that that's the thing. Alright. It's time to fly. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Alright. Let's kill this guy. Just coughing fucking balloons at me. God, I'm having like so much nostalgia. My brother and I remember my brother and I would play this level ad nauseum when we were kids. We would have so much trouble with the goddamn N64 controller. It's a little bit easier with the Xbox controller. A little bit hard, so hard with the N64 controller. You have like no subtlety of the trigger in that game. God, I feel like half the difficulty in most video games of like older generations is just like wrangling the dang controller. Ooh, Lisa, Jean Grey, and Nightwing. Those are good choices. I don't like Fake Golds. What do you think of Babylon 5? Freaking love Babylon 5. I haven't watched it since I was in high school, though. I'm hoping... So for those of you who don't know, I do a Farscape rewatch podcast with Council of Geeks, another fellow YouTuber, and it's a lot of fun. But we're over halfway through Farscape, and I'm hoping... My plan is to try and convince her to watch... Because she has never... To my knowledge, I don't believe she has ever seen Babylon 5. So I can't guarantee this because I don't know if she'll be down to do another podcast once we finish Farscape. But I'm hoping once we finish Farscape, she'll be interested in doing a Babylon 5 rewatch podcast. So because I have not watched Babylon 5 in years since I was in high school, and I would love to rewatch it. I would love an excuse to rewatch it, and so doing a podcast rewatch of it with Council of Geeks would be a lot of fun. And it would kind of subvert our dynamic too because I have never seen Farscape. She's seen Farscape. And so for Babylon 5, I would have seen Babylon 5, and she would never have seen Babylon 5. So that would be a nice little subversion. Though it would mean I would have to do the plot recaps. If you listen to our podcast, the Farscape Rewatch podcast that we do, she does all the plot recaps, which heavens to her because I am so bad at the plot recaps, and I'm just so glad that she's the one that does the plot recaps. So. The other podcast I would love to do, but there's so much to it, is I would love to do a Stargate SG-1 rewatch podcast, but that's 10 seasons. That's just so much. Also, can we talk about Sorry, I'm going to direct the chat for just a hot second. Can we talk about the sound effects in this game? The sound effects in this game are so good. There are so few games that, like, match the level of sound effects that this game has. I love the sound effects in this game so much. Dear God, fuck your... Yeah. Screw your face. Yeah, screw you! You jerk. Alright. Let's see. It would be awesome if she wants to cover it. Such an interesting show. Yeah, I hope she's down to cover it. But I don't want to speak for her because she might, like I said, like the podcast that we do takes a lot of our time, which I love doing. But I don't know what she's going to be wanting, what she's going to be interested in doing, if she even wants to watch Babylon 5. So it all depends on Council of Geeks. If she's not into it, I might do it with someone else or by myself or not at all. It just sort of depends on time and things like that. So I don't want to. I don't wanna presume for her, but that's my hope, is that we can do a Babylon 5 rewatch podcast once we finish up Farscape 1. Let's see. These are always the hardest damn ones to get here. I'm also gonna have to land at some point to get more grenade eggs. Ah, dang it! I was hoping I'd get that one. All right. Come on. All right, come on. Oh, these two patches are so damn hard. Ah, and I'm too drunk for this. I'm too drunk for this, everybody. Oh my gosh. I'm too drunk to be able to beat this guy. Where did he go? It's like, how do I lose a giant lizard dude? Ah, I need to land. Alright. I believe Babylon 5 is on Amazon Prime. I might be wrong on that. But I also have all the DVDs of Babylon 5, to be fair. I was so into Babylon 5 when I was a kid. I literally watched all of Babylon 5 in like 2 weeks. I bought all the DVDs, much to my mom's discontent because I made her pay for it. I got all of Babylon 5 DVDs and downloaded it, but I haven't watched it in so long. But Babylon 5 is just like, Babylon 5 is like exactly what I love out of, Babylon 5 and Battlestar Galactica are probably my favorite science fiction shows, and The Expanse nowadays. But as a kid, oh god, please don't die. I need to get more health. Is there more health floating around, or did I grab it all while I was drunkenly randomly wandering around? Yes! Yes! Die, you jerk! Sorry, I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna. How drunk am I? Drunk enough to lose to a giant lizard. Yeah. Let me beat this. Let me beat this stupid dude, because I literally have 1 health left and there's 1 more hit left. Let's see if I can do this. No! No! Oh, I knew it! No! Damn it! Fontux, by the way, Scorpius' handheld is the best villain. I agree, but... No! No, you stupid, stupid lizard. Oh, that makes me so upset. Damn it. Yeah. Shut your face. I shouldn't skip the dialogue. The dialogue in this game is actually legitimately very well written. All right. All right. Let's try this again. Shoot him right on his butt. Everyone's very upset in the chat. All right. Let's. Oh, I got it. There we go. Let me try this again. And let me not screw this up. I was mostly dealing with it. All right. Let's see. All right. We're gonna do this. Everybody. Oh god, I'm like running into him. Jesse is too drunk for this now. Alright, we're gonna do this. I gotta focus. I can do this if I focus. Alright. Everyone wish me encouragement. Oh god, we're at very drunk Jesse at this point. Yes, I got the one that I couldn't get last time. Good luck for this fight. Thank you, Thorin Silver Hollysong. By the way, that's such a great name. Thorin Silver Hollysong. That's like, it feels like a very fantasy name. I love that. All right, let's see here. No, I got that one. That wasn't the one I was aiming for, but I'll take it. Woohoo! We're kicking this guy's butt this time. I believe in Drunk Jessie, referring to herself. Yeah, Drunk Jessie likes to talk about herself in the third person. Alright. Oh, come on. That one totally hit the mark. There we go. Use the Force, Jessie. Use the Force, Luke. Use the Force. Everyone's saying use the Force. I love it. You all are you all the best people. You are the best people. Can I tell you that? Oh gosh, we're at loving Jesse now. But you all are wonderful. I freaking love you. I'm so glad I have you guys as an audience. Yes! I beat you! You stupid lizard! You dumb with your dumb face. I feel bad because you're just trying to perform. Oh god, the lizard. Fart jokes. I love it. It's my pagan name. I feel shy about it at first, but I'm an elven fantasy pants and I own it. Thorn Silver Holly Song, you own that name because it is freaking amazing. Like, never feel bad about that because your name is freaking gold. You could have wished for eternal life and wealth, but instead you used it on encouragement for Jesse. Mwahaha. Y'all are wonderful. I adore you all. Can I just tell you? Okay. Seriously, we're at the part of the drunk Jesse where I just want to tell people how much I love them. But can I just tell you how like freaking awesome you all are? Like I'm self-aware, but I also want to just be honest. Like I'm just so honored by you all as an audience. Like I am so lucky to have such kind people like in my audience all the time. Like I'm just I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes me happy that like the community that we built here is just so kind and wonderful. I don't know. I don't know. I just thank you. Thank you for being such beautiful people. Thank you. I'm gonna stop. I'm not eloquent when I'm drunk. Jesse just. Let me put it this way, and I'll stop. And I'll stop being drunk, wanting to tell everybody I love them, Jesse. But if you all were in a room right now with me, I would want to hug each and every one of you like so much. Anyways, I'm gonna stop. I can't. I wish I had words. I wish non-drunk Jesse could eloquently say the words to express the feelings that I'm feeling. But y'all are wonderful. I'm gonna stop because I will just go on for forever. But I love you all. All right. Well, thank you, Clayton. I'm honored. Maybe I should just codify these Saturday night streams. I don't know, like. Because I've just been kind of doing these Saturday night, like, drunk video game streams sort of impromptu and just not really scheduling them. But maybe I'll think about, like, just making them a part of the regular schedule of, like, I'll plan on actually just doing Saturday night streams. I'll think about that when I'm sober, but I might just do that. We'll see how it goes, so. Oh, thank you, everybody. You are all too wonderful. I like getting my hair braided when I'm drunk. One of my friends in college, she used to braid my hair while we were drunk, and I just enjoyed that. It might have been also gender affirming in many different ways, but that's a different story. All right. Where is? How do I get past this? I know I'm supposed to be able to get past this. I also need to get. How do I get Mumbo into this world? I forget how Mumbo gets in this world. Huh. Oh, thank you, everybody. Jesse, do you play the ukulele? I played ukulele, but it's been a bit. I talked about it early in the stream, so I won't go too far into it. But I liked ukulele, but I didn't love ukulele. But I talked about early in the stream my reasons for not loving ukulele. But I still think it's a solid game for what it is. Let's see. Abigail, sorry, I was not having a good time. Unrelated, I am leaving it annoyed, but my low brain energy dad, who is a jerk. Sorry, I'm sorry to say, but he's like what no one wishes they had as a dad. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I'm so sorry your dad's an asshole. I'm sending you love, Abigail. Like, I'm sending you all the love, Abigail, and I'm so sorry that your dad is awful. That sucks. And yeah, I don't even know what to say to that other than you are loved, and while your dad may be a jerk and an asshole, you are loved and valued more than anything than he has to say. So just know that whatever. Sorry, I'm drunk and not eloquent enough to really be clear on this, but like, just know that whatever your dad thinks about you, you are beautiful regardless of that. Like, you are absolutely freaking amazing, and your dad is just silly and stupid for not recognizing that. So I just want to say that. So, all right. On an aside, I know how am I supposed? How do I pump this up? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you know what it might be? I think I remember now. This will do it. There we go. I just also, I love these guys. Like, blah! It's like, it's so perfect because it's like, it's just like, it feels like an acting blah, so it fits like the carnival atmosphere, but it's also like weirdly menacing. So it's like blah, like, oh, I see how I'm supposed to do this. Let's see. There's value in, yeah, I agree with Homeless McCoys. You're not alone. There's value in supportive groups like you being here with us, Abigail. Like, yes, 100% agree. Like, there's a reason that a found family is a thing. Like, there are so many people ready to love you and care about you that, like, it's one of those things, like, one of my exes, who I still love and we're very close friends, her family is, I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but her family isn't really totally understanding, accepting of her being trans, and it always pissed me off, because, like, it's just frustrating because I understand the need to, like, care about your family, and I don't get me wrong, like, family is family, and I understand that there's a bond there, especially since you're growing up, but also, like, while there is some connection to your family because of that, it's like, if your family doesn't love you, if they don't understand how beautiful you are, that is their loss, and screw them. And you deserve to be around people who love you and understand you and who recognize you for how beautiful and amazing you are as a person. So, like, while I understand wanting to not, how to put it? I understand not wanting to, I'm going to make sure I say this correctly, so I'm going to pause for a hot second. I understand not wanting to abandon family because family is family. But also understand that you deserve to be loved, and your family is... I'm sorry, I'm too drunk to be able to be clear about this, and I apologize. But your family... You deserve to be with people who love you. And if your family does not love you, your biological family doesn't love you, you deserve to be around people who love you for you. And I understand not wanting to say screw your family, but also I'll say it, screw your family if they don't love you. So that's kind of what I'll put it as. So apologies. Drunk Jesse is not as eloquent as I wish I could be in this situation, but I just want to be clear. Like, you are absolutely fucking amazing. So anyways, I apologize that I wish I could be a little bit clearer, but this is what happens when alcohol is involved. Alright, back to fun time. So, just know, I'll just put it this way. The rest of this stream, just know that you are loved and accepted here, and we want to have you here, and you are, like if I could, you would be getting the biggest hug from me right now, and then we just go to having fun. So, that's what I'll say right now. Like, you have the biggest hug from me in the freaking world. I would hug you until you could barely breathe, and then I would let you go so you could actually breathe, but I would give you all the hugs. And just know that that is absolutely what you deserve. So, just wanted to let you know. Jay asks, do you ever do karaoke? I do. My go-to karaoke song... Why did that pad take me up here? My go-to karaoke song is Kiss from a Rose from Batman Forever. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da. There used to be a Grey tower alone on the sea. You became a light on the dark side of me. Love remained a drug that's the high, not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my light... yeah, I'm totally screwing up the lyrics, aren't I? But whatever. But that's my go-to. That's my go-to drunk song. Hey, trash bag fashion lover. Hi, hello to you. Let's see. Oh, all right. Time to do some more balloon bursting. Oh, okay. I have to actually pay attention. All right. Apologies Apologies that I might miss some chat stuff because I have to actually pay attention because this is a timed thing. Yes, 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 yes. Red ones are worth less. Let's I get it. Alright, what am I supposed to do? What's the goal? Point goal. Ah. Oh, okay. So I just fire around. Just don't stop firing is really what the goal is here. So I got unlimited points. Ah. I love the fart noises. You definitely tell Rare was very juvenile when they made this game. It's like, yeah, we'll just add a bunch of the sound effects will just be a bunch of fart noises. That'll be fine. Just make it a bunch of fart noise sound effects, and I love it. I love it. I'm an adult woman, and I freaking love the fart noises. I'm here for the fart noises. Adult Jesse is just as... You know, I don't know if I'm adult Jesse. I am almost 30. Well, what am I, 28 right now? I think I'm 28. Yeah, I'll be 29. I'll be 29 in a few months. Oh my god, I'm too drunk to even remember my age. Anyways. Oh, thank you so much for the... Excuse me. Just catching up on the chat here. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm gonna apologize if I screw up how to pronounce... Oop, shit. What was I supposed to do here? Oh, crap. I'm gonna pause here. Thank you so much for the super chat, Saratina. I apologize if I said that wrong. Hey, everybody. Watching from my bed in Argentina. I wanted to know everyone's favorite current video game. Mine is Zelda Breath of the Wild. My current favorite video game... Current favorite... Probably Banjo-Tooie because I'm currently playing it, but I'm trying to think what my favorite video game is. Just on the whole. It kind of depends on my mood. I don't know. I have to think on that. I think one of the video game that kind of meant the most to me is What Remains of Edith Finch is definitely up there. Like that one helped me deal with death, and I actually want to do. I'm planning on doing a video on What Remains with Edith Finch in the near future because What Remains with Edith Finch is I don't know, such a beautiful video game, and it really like helps you process death. And like I lost 2 grandparents this past year, one to COVID and one to sadly tragic events that just happened. So I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot about death recently, as I'm sure many of us have been this past year, and I don't know, What Remains of Edith Finch is definitely up there. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is also a game that I really, really love, and I want to do another video on. Outer Wild... Actually, you know what? My favorite video game? Outer Wilds. I reserve the right to probably say differently, like Mass Effect is probably up there too. But I don't know, Outer Wilds I think just captured everything that I love about video games so much. Like, I did a whole video on Outer Wilds, so I won't focus on it too specifically, but dear Lord, I love Outer Wilds so much. So much. Jesse, did you wear the item in my name now? Trash bag fashion lover. yeah. wear a trash bag in one of my videos. That would be fun. So, oh shoot, I'm gonna leave. I don't think I'm ready to keep playing this. Just float on out of here. All right, let's see. Ooh, Shadow of the Colossus. This is a great game. I love Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is absolutely freaking amazing. All right, let me get back in here as just Kazooie. I'm gonna pause real quick because I actually need to pee again because my bladder is non-existent. So I will be right back, and I need to quick pee, and I'm gonna grab another beer, and then I'll be right back. So back in a hot sec as I pee and quick grab another beer, probably my last beer of the night because I don't want to get too drunk, and I'm already very drunk. So I will be right back. Oh my gosh, yes, Jesse Shodell. Sure, I said that wrong. Shodell. I apologize if I said that wrong. You're saying your favorite game of all time is Alan Wake. One of my favorite games is Control. I freaking love Control so freaking much. I don't know why I'm whispering as if I'm just speaking just to you, Jesse, but Control is one of my freaking favorite video games, and a video that I'm doing, in fact, the video that I filmed out in the woods that I was talking about earlier, that video is actually inspired heavily by Control. Control, mwah, Mwah, such a beautiful game. I love Control so much. All right, I will be right back. And yes, Jay, I broke the seal. Jesse broke the seal. I will be right back. Alrighty, I is back. You're all getting a good shot of my boobs. Alright. Alright. Got my old lady quilt back on. Oh, Rachel Bow, you're watching my Outer Wilds video? I love that Outer Wilds video. Also, I will say, one of my favorite YouTubers, why am I blanking on his name? I'm gonna say this outright right here because I want to promote him because he is freaking amazing. He did a video on Outer Wilds that I freaking love. Outer Wilds. What? Jacob Geller. Thank you. I say thank you to the internet to my search here. Jacob Geller is perhaps my favorite video essayist. Like I'm inspired by certain specific video essayists, but Jacob Geller is one that I just like. I don't think there's anyone who's written more beautifully about video games than Jacob Geller. And he does such a wonderful job, and his Outer Wilds video is so beautiful and moving. I adore Jacob Geller so much. One of my he is so good. He is so good. And he did a video recently that probably didn't do as well, but I thought like really deserves attention. And I'm going to promote it right here, even though his audience is way bigger than mine. But just to promote to all of you, like Jacob Geller's video on the Golem as like a Jewish superhero is so wonderful. I thought it was so moving and like taught me so much about like Jewish culture and Jewish like history and mythology. It was so wonderful. I cannot recommend Jacob Geller enough. If you are not watching Jacob Geller, like even if you're not a video gamer, like please go watch Jacob Geller because his stuff is just so wonderful. One of the few creators that I myself support on Patreon because he is just so good. I support him and Brian David Gilbert and a few others. Brian David Gilbert's also another big inspiration for me as well. Freaking love Brian David Gilbert so much. Anyways, cheers to another beer. Oh, thank you so much. I see 2 super chats from 2 Jessies before I get back to the game. Jesse Carnival says, "Hey Jesse, I love your stuff and finally have some extra cash." Well, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for loving my stuff, and I really appreciate you. So sending you a heart. Thank you so much, Jesse. And Jesse, you said the other Jesse says, "I love Control 2. I hope that a future Remedy game will involve Jesse and Alien teaming up to kill the Dark Presence once and for all." I think that there's rumors that the next game is an Alan Wake focused game. The DLC for Control with Alan Wake was very, very cool and clearly evoking like trying to connect to those 2 worlds. And from what I hear, just in the like online rumor like Reddit stuff and like some stuff that I've seen on IGN and stuff, like supposedly Remedy's next game is going to be an Alan Wake sequel, which I would be shocked if it didn't tie into Control in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, so I think I would think that that's on the horizon. Comfy blanket is comfy, says Gozer. Thank you. Yeah, Vivi, I loved his newest video about the Golem. I thought it was really, really good. Everyone's giving love to Jacob Geller. Jacob Geller is so great. I love Jacob Geller. He writes so evocatively and so beautifully, and just like makes me fall in love with certain aspects of video games that I wouldn't have thought of. I don't know. He's just such a great video essayist. All right. So now let me play as Kazooie here, and then we need to jump to Kazooie. There we go. Also, I find it very problematic that the game forces you to play as Banjo first instead of Kazooie first, even though Kazooie is the girl character. Sorry, that's me being an SJW. He's like, why is the default character the boy character? I'm just kidding. It is true. It is a subtle preference. Oh, dang it! I'm being drunk critic. Good night, Luke. Have a wonderful night. I see Luke says he's heading out, so have a wonderful night. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm gonna hit yes. Let's see. Yes. I got it, Grunty. You don't. Kazooie Erasure. Rare should make Banjo. Yes, I want Banjo 3 so bad. They promised to me at the end of Banjo. They promised me at the end of this game that there would be a Banjo 3, and we haven't gotten it, and I'm very upset about it. Alright. Drunk Jessie should not be playing fast, like, speed-based games, because she is not good at them! I'm so stressed! Alright, come on. I don't even know what, like, I wish I knew what my goal target was. I don't know what my goal target is. Like, what's the target that I'm, like, what's the number I should be aiming for? I don't even know. Just let me know what I'm supposed to be aiming for. Ah! I'm assuming 50 will be enough, right? Like, this is a game for children. I'm assuming. Did you like Lindsay Ellis's video depictions of trans killers in media? I did like Lindsay Ellis's video on trans killers in media. I think she got it right on the head. I will say, I did talk about that in one of my own videos a few months ago. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's of course people are going to copy each other. Not copy each other. People are going to because she didn't copy me. I doubt she even knows who the hell I am. People are going to cover the same topics because we probably have very similar ideas and stuff. But I thought her video was actually really good on trans killers in media. I thought she did a really great analysis. Like, she connected, like, she did something that I wasn't even aware of. Like, she connected trans killers in media to like the actual events going on at the time and serial killers going on at the time, and like how that, like, the media sort of captured that idea of trans people, like gender variant people, sort of being serial killers and stuff like that. It was a very good video overall. I actually really thought she did a very great job. It's kind of unfortunate around stuff that's happened with Lindsay Ellis lately on Twitter and things like that. I'm too drunk to give my nuanced opinion on that, but it's I will just say it's a whole thing. So. Oh, Jay, thank you. I'm sorry, Jay. I just missed your super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jay. I really appreciate that. That is insanely kind. And you're saying, you just said something. Love your content, sweet Jessie. Sorry, YouTube takes 40% of these. It is what it is. Well, number one, thank you for the super chat, and I appreciate that. And YouTube's gonna. I mean, that's. Money is money, and don't get me wrong, the super chats are very appreciated, and they help me pay my bills, and they help support me, especially with some stuff I'm going to be talking about later on this month in some of my videos in terms of financial stuff. But that being said, like, I'm too drunk to talk about. I'm too drunk to talk about this. Y'all want me to talk about really hard issues, and I'm really bad at it. But like, I appreciate the money, and corporations are going to take what they take, and I appreciate you supporting me. Like, that honestly really means a lot, and so just thank you for that. Jesse, you're asking something with going on with Lindsay. I'm too drunk to talk about that because I think that there is a lot to talk about with it that I am not fully capable of discussing right now. They don't take 40%. I don't remember exactly what YouTube takes, but they take a decent chunk out of super chats. But it's not 40%, but it's a decent chunk. I'd have to look it up to what it is. I think it's like 20% or something like that. They take of super chats. I don't really remember. But for Lindsay Ellis, like there was some stuff on Twitter. She had a take on Raya and the Last Dragon that I wouldn't necessarily say was wrong, but I think she worded it improperly, and then she kind of doubled down on that without really like acknowledging that there was legitimate criticism. And it's one of those situations. It's one of those situations that I've talked about before on other videos with Twitter, where it's like Twitter erases the nuance of the situation and the nuance of any conversation, right? Where it's like, how best to put this? It's like, I feel like people were looking for a reason to hate on Lindsay Ellis, and this was sort of the excuse about her take on Raya and the Last Dragon, but also I feel like Lindsay Ellis herself could have handled it a little bit better. It's one of those, like, I think she... how best to put it? Again, because I just think there's nuance in the situation. It's just one of those, like, I don't think anyone's fully right and anyone's fully wrong. It's just one of those situations where, like, were people's takes on Lindsay Ellis's take to Raya and the Last Dragon over the top? Yes, I think they were very over the top, and it was very much just, like being angry at her for something that was, like, ultimately, like, kind of silly and dumb. But also, Lindsay Ellis there were legitimate criticisms to be had of what Lindsay Ellis was saying, and I think that her response to them was sort of dismissive of those. And it's sort of like the hard place to be put in, because as a creator, you sort of understand, like, people are trying to just, like, get angry at you, but also you should acknowledge when there are legitimate criticisms of what you've had to say. But it's just hard to feel that and understand that in the situation, because, like, you're also getting all these over-the-top things. It's just really hard. It's just why Twitter is a toxic place, because I'm just running around in circles here while I talk, because it's just one of those terrible situations with Twitter where it's just like no one wins in the end, because Twitter just does not allow a nuanced conversation to happen. And it's like, I'm sure if Lindsay Ellis was in a room with people, she would have been like, yes, I understand why my take was wrong and could be offensive to some, and I'm understanding and empathetic to that. But because it was happening on Twitter, it's just, she sort of like reacted, and it just became a whole thing. I feel like that's basically exactly what it kind of boils down to. It's just unfortunate, and it's just frustrating. It's why it's one of those, like, there's a worry of I tweet on Twitter, and I have to start to understand that my Twitter profile is I should be more careful with it, and I'm starting to try and be more careful with it. But also, it's just like, social media is dumb. It's just dumb. I'm too drunk to really. I keep using that as an excuse, but I am just too drunk to really think about this super deeply. So I do apologize I do apologize, by the way, if I am missaying things or not fully getting to stuff. Anyways, asking for Jessie hot takes while she's drunk is probably not the best idea. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. What you said in the chat about Lindsay. Lindsay gets a lot of crap from alt-right types, and then there's a lot of segment of the non-binary community that splashed over onto hate, onto controversy, onto her. She also does a lot of hot takes that generates hate. Yeah, that's generally true. I would generally say that's kind of true. So, the thing is, though, everyone sort of hates on Twitter, and I do think Twitter can become a really toxic place very quickly. But also, there is also a beautiful side of Twitter too. This is the thing that with all social media. Social media. Yes. You can take whatever. I do like, Travis. So here's the thing. You're asking, do you like Banjo-Tooie more than Kazooie? I like Banjo-Tooie more than Kazooie, but Tooie is a bit more complicated than Kazooie. So Tooie requires a lot more attention than, it's just bigger and more complex. Excuse me. And so I like Tooie. I think Tooie's a better game, but it's also like for when I'm also trying to de-stress, I would rather play Kazooie over Tooie. So Jessie hot takes. Agreed, Tara. Social media is human and humans are complicated. Hey, Miss Wicked Wolf, good to see you. You're asking where's new. He was here a little bit ago. My door is open, so maybe he'll come in again at some point. All right. So let's see. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, you know where I can go? I think I can unlock a new level. Let me unlock a new level here. I don't know, there's also a beautiful part of, there's also, like, as I was trying to say, I think there is a beautiful part of Twitter. Like, I don't know, I just met many great and wonderful people on Twitter, that I just think are really beautiful people. So, I don't know, who said it earlier? Tara, I think, said it. Like, social media is complicated, social media is human, and humans are complicated. It's really the long and short of it, so. Alright. Alrighty, another puzzle. Oh no, it's the pirate level. Pirate level. See, as like all my favorite levels are in the back half of this game, really. Like the pirate level I hate the pirate level, I hate the mining level. Those are the two levels of this game that I hate. Every other level in this game I actually genuinely like. I love the dinosaur level. I love Hellfire Peaks. Hellfire Peaks in this game is so good. Like between Wally World and Hellfire Peaks, those are my two favorite levels in this game. Hi, Looney. Sorry, my mouse is right over it. Looney1023. Hello, how is video gaming? Is going good. I think it's having fun. Dear God, I am drunk. Words not good come. Let's just see. Travis Hedger says Jak and Daxter was pretty good. It had a big world but simplified things. I never played Jak and Daxter. I always felt like I would love Jak and Daxter, but the thing is, Jak and Daxter was a PS2 game series, and I didn't have a PS2 until basically the PS3 came out. Like, I got a PS2 as a kid when PS3 was out, and so I never got to really play a ton of the PS2 games. I played all the ones that I really, really wanted to play, like some of the Metal Gear games and Shadow of the Colossus. But I never got to play Jak and Daxter, and I always wanted to play Jak and Daxter. But, oh well. By the way, I will say Star Trek Twitter is legitimately filled with wonderful people. It's obviously a toxic side of Star Trek Twitter, because toxic Twitter is a thing. But, like, I don't know. Star Trek Twitter is so beautiful. I think it's so filled with wonderful people who, like, actually want to have hard conversations and are just really wonderful people. I love Star Trek Twitter. Let's see. People that waste... Vontex, thank you for the super chat. People that waste energy making hate mobs against people like Lindsay Ellis and country when the country has active and growing fascist movement, those people are trash. Yeah, I don't disagree necessarily. I hate calling anybody trash, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think the problem is just I understand. How best to put this? I understand to a degree. Like, how best to put it? The world is really shitty right now, and it feels hard to control. And I feel like because the world is so hard to control, we try to win fights. We try to pick fights that we can win, and we pick fights with people that are sometimes on our side because we can win those fights. And stuff with like ContraPoints and Lindsay Ellis, it's like I don't think the criticisms of Lindsay Ellis or ContraPoints are invalid. I think that there are legitimate criticisms to be had of both of them, as there are legitimate criticisms to be had of me, by the way. Like, I fail in some aspects of my own videos. So I don't want to say that there's not criticisms to be had, but I feel like in almost all cases, like, we have to understand that people we're criticizing are human, but we don't really do that all the time because we would just want to feel a sense of control in our world, because our world is sometimes very shitty. And so we try to win fights that we try to pick fights that we can win. And unfortunately, sometimes the fights that we can win are with our own selves. It's why turfs are a thing, to be very honest with you. Like, honestly, we talk about how TERFs hate on trans people, and TERFs are very, very harmful to trans people. There's no denying that. But honestly, TERFs and trans people have more in common than they do with people who are doing the most harm to both of us. Like TERFs are harmed too, and they lash out at trans people because they can win a fight against trans people. They can beat trans people because trans people are a more vulnerable group, and they would rather fight against a vulnerable group that they can beat because it gives them a sense of control than actually fighting the hard fight that is honestly feels overwhelming and sometimes unwinnable. And I don't. There's a sense of sympathy that I have with that. Only so much, though, because it doesn't give you the right to lash out and hurt even more vulnerable people than yourselves. But I understand where that feeling comes from. Yeah, Tara, I agree. Most TERFs are traumatized. There's a reason that whenever you read stuff from TERFs, they almost always couch their reasons for hating trans people or pushing back against trans people through their trauma. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I get it. It's not that I don't have sympathy for it, you know, but just because you've been traumatized doesn't give you the right to traumatize people who are more marginalized than you are. It's just difficult because I get it. Like, I don't know. This world is scary. This world is scary and shitty. I am terrified all the time. Like, you know, I'll just be honest here. Sorry, I say. You know, I try to be. How best to put this? You know, like, being honest with all of you, like, oh my God, I'm trying to pause the game, but I'm dealing with this right here. Like, if I'm being honest with everybody, like, I try to make videos every week for everybody. And I love doing it. It's a lot of fun, and I have fun doing it. But I also live in existential dread of every video that I do because I'm like, oh God, what if it doesn't do well? What if the algorithm doesn't pick it up? What if I lose support? What if this hurts my ability to pay my bills and things like that? And I hate that the world pushes us in that situation, that we feel so out of control of our own ability to take care of ourselves. We live in a world that has so distanced us from our ability to, like, just know that we are going to be okay, that we can exist, that we can feel comfortable in our own daily lives and know that tomorrow is for certain, that we all live in some sort of, like, existential anxiety each and every single day. And the more marginalized you are as a group, the more heightened that anxiety is, that more fight or flight feeling that you feel every single day. And I hate that. But I feel it with every single fiber of my being almost every single day. I feel this fear of, like, oh God, is everything going to disappear on me tomorrow? Am I going to, like, you know, screw something up, or am I going to fail at my job, or is my job going to fire me, or what, like, all this stuff. I feel it almost every single day. And I don't know, I just feeling that I understand where people lash out at others because it gives them a sense of being able to control the narrative of their own lives. And I have sympathy for that. I really do. I really have sympathy for it. But people need to also be aware that lashing out at people who are more vulnerable than you to make yourself feel good and make yourself feel powerful and make yourself feel in control of this crazy thing called life is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It is wrong and terrible. But I also understand it. And that's the hard place to live in. You know, it's like I understand it. But it's also terrible to live in it. So you know, it is what it is. Anyways, back to Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, someone was saying, by the way, thank you, Von Tux, for your super chat. Never lose that empathy. It's beautiful and needed. Well, thank you, Von Tux. I appreciate that. I always try my best. It is hard sometimes. Empathy is hard sometimes. And thank you, everybody, for being super kind. Night Mess says, drunk philosophy talk and play. Yeah. This is the problem. When I get drunk, I'm so willing to talk politics, and yet this is probably the worst time for me to be talking politics. And yet Well, thank you, Ian. You are also an amazing person. Don't ever, Ian. You say Jesse's a much better person than me. I am not. You are just as good a person. It's just there's no one's better than anybody else. There are times when my empathy hurts me. Like sometimes I need to be a little bit more selfish. I sometimes give too much of myself. That was a real problem when I was younger. Because I was so hateful of myself as a trans person, like because I was not out, I hated myself so much, and I was never selfish. I would always do something for other people and always give to other people, and that's something I needed to be better about. I'm still not great about it today, but it is something I'm trying to be better about. So, really, at the end of the day, I think we just need to all recognize that we're all human and we're all scared. We're all scared. All of us are scared. Tell me, everyone in the chat, like, all of us are scared. Like, I bet you there's not a single one of you that is not scared at some point in your life. And that's okay. Life is okay. It's okay to be scared in your life. But we get through it. You know how we get through it? We get through it because we have other people. We have people that we care about, that love us. And that's why I always try to be clear in my videos. Like, I know okay, sorry, I'm in this phase of my drunkenness, so I apologize. But, it's why I make clear in my videos. I have not met you. There are many of you, I love hanging out with this chat with you. It's why I love doing these chat streams, because, like, and like, hanging out, because, like, I wish I could get to know all of you even more individually. And sadly, that is not physically possible. But I also want to make clear, I love all of you. Like, legitimately, I love all of you. I may not get to know you each individually, but you are all beautiful fucking people. Because you exist in this world and are doing your best. The very fact that you are going through this world right now and facing that fear every day, facing that anxiety every day, that is freaking amazing. And you are just absolutely amazing, and I love you for it. And I think you are a beautiful person. And I legitimately mean that when I say that. And I wish I could, like, the frustrating thing as, like, the channel grows and things like that is, like, I'll have less and less time to get to know people individually, but I just know that what I always want to be clear about is I just want people in this community to know that you are beautiful and you are amazing, no matter who you are. Legitimately, you are fucking amazing. So, I don't know. That's just, anyways. Yeah. Sorry. Drunk Jesse likes to philosophize way too much. So. Alright, we're gonna be playing a game now. We're going to have fun playing games. We're gonna have fun playing games and not not get too on the soapbox. Dear God, we really do. I do have the phases, don't I? I do have. I told you. I've told you all this. We go from horny Jesse to political Jesse. I think tired Jesse comes up very soon. So this happens every single stream. Every single stream, we go horny, and then we get political, and then we get tired. It's like, well, sorry, no. It goes horny, loving, political, tired. So tired Jesse is next. those are the 4 phases of drunk Jesse almost every single week. Anyways. Oh, thank you very much, Admiral Paco. You're cultivating that attitude in the community that helps us all be that to other people. You might not be able to lift all of us. You might not be able to lift all of us individually, but you provide the example for all of us to lift each other. Exactly. Well, sorry. That I'm not saying like, oh yes, exactly. That's what I do. The point being is like, yes, that's what I want to try and pass off to other people. Like, I may not be able to be there for every single one of you, but I hope that all of you are able to pass that. Like, I hope what I try to share is an ethos that you can share to others, and we pass it on. Like, we need to care for others, and we need to care for everybody. But anyways, let's get a philosophical analysis of Banjo-Kazooie. Oh my gosh, yes. I should do a whole video series. I should do a video series on Banjo-Kazooie. I did a video on Half-Life. I should do one on Banjo-Kazooie. I need to do that. I still need to write that Edith Finch video. I want to do that Edith Finch video, but I've been kind of scared of writing it because it's about, like, talking about death, and I've been kind of scared to confront my fears about death. Anyways, that's the whole thing. Alright. Man. Why do you have to goddamn This is capitalism. This is capitalism right here because I don't have enough freaking music notes because I have not worked hard enough for my music notes. This guy won't help me. Like, dang that. Dang you. You should help me just cuz. Oh, Holly Song, are you heading out for the night? Well, thank you so much, Holly Song. You are beautiful. Thank you for joining us. Also, your name is freaking amazing. You can do it. You can do it, Thorn Silver Holly Song. You can get financially independent. And I hate that financial independence is sadly the necessary goal for many of us. But alas. 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 People asking what I'm drinking. Right now I'm drinking North Coast Brewing's Old Rasputin. Rah, rah, Rasputin, run around the Russian queen. That whole thing. Yes, Jesse, flirt with us. Give us your best pickup line. I am not good at pickup lines. I liked being picked up. Being picked up? Oh, God. Drunk Jesse is drunk Jesse. Do I want to give it to him or do I want to... Yeah, I'll just shoot it here. It's fine. Miss Wicked Wolf, any plans for Easter? Not really. Like I said, I don't really celebrate Easter all that much. So, yeah, no real plans for Easter, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Let's see. Will Grungy returns the main villain again in Banjo-Tooie? I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, I would be so shocked if she didn't. I mean, it's been so long since we had a Banjo-Kazooie game. I would be kind of shocked if they didn't have have Grungy return as the villain. I mean, just Banjo-Tooie, honestly, I would just like to be kind of just a return to form. Like, you don't need to do anything crazy. Honestly, I wouldn't even make it a $60 game. Like, if I was to reboot Banjo-Kazooie... Oops, I didn't mean to go this way. If I was to reboot Banjo-Kazooie, I would honestly just kind of, like, just do a soft reboot and just basically kind of, like, just take it back to basics, makes it a $20 game, and make it very, very, like, sort of easy to just sort of jump into and sort of, like, be a reminder of what, like, the game would be. Maybe update it with, like, I mean, obviously graphical improvements, maybe introduce some new, like, moves and stuff, but I wouldn't go crazy with it. I would literally just do kind of like Banjo-Tooie again, but just a little bit more updated is sort of my thought on it, but that's just me. Hey, Mary Mello, welcome to the stream. Oh, god dang it, I'm just, like, hanging out. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, douche. Did I just say douche? I just said douche. Whatever. I just said douche. I'm a child. Alrighty. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Right, ready? Ikam bokam, oogadabu, ikam bokam, oogadabu, ikam bokam. Ah, dang it, I am off. It's a terrible song and I'm even off on that. A new model just came out last week that predicts the AI economy will provide for a 31,000 UBI. Yes, see UBI I'm actually doing a video on UBI, or like that will at least mention UBI in it, in an upcoming video. And UBI, I think we need to have UBI. We all need to have UBI. I think UBI is a great idea that we all should be having, and it would like help those societies so much. But it also just feels like a band-aid, because it's like, well, if we acknowledge that everybody needs to have a certain basic income, if we all realize that all of us need to have like $2,000, let's say, why do we not just reduce the price of everything by $2,000? Also, why don't we just get rid of money altogether? That's a different question. But it's like, if we all agree that all of us need $2,000 just to, like, every month just to exist, why don't we just reduce everything by $2,000 percentagely? It's just like, UBI, I think, is necessary for our society right now. Like, we need, like, if we're going to get anywhere, we need UBI, but it is also a band-aid on a larger problem of this society. But that's a whole different conversation, to be very honest. It's a band-aid on a larger... It's a band-aid on the problem that is capitalism. It's a band-aid on the problem that is late-stage capitalism. But what are you gonna do? Aw, poor turtle dude. Aw, 32 weeks late. Yay, that's good, Mary. I'm glad that job leads are getting more leaderly. Ooh, why are people mentioning maple syrup? Oh my gosh. See, I wish I had maple. There's a brewery called just called The Brewery that makes a great maple stout, and I love that beer. Like the beers that I have here are okay, but I love maple stout so much, and I'm not able to get them as readily here in Seattle. Los Angeles, there was a good beer place that I really loved that was able to provide like a good selection of different stouts, and they had this wonderful maple stout that I absolutely loved. Where the hell does that go? Weird. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Everyone gets their own personal Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft, everyone gets their own. Oh my gosh. I need to get back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I didn't like Assassin's Creed Valhalla because to be honest, I liked Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but Assassin's Creed Odyssey just got too... It was too grindy, and that's the thing that I hate. I hate the new Assassin's Creed games focus on like making you grind to get anything done. It's just very frustrating. Yeah, you said something positive about LA. Yeah, I did say something positive about LA. Oh, Jesse, yeah, a character like Mumbo, thank you for the super chat, by the way. A character like Mumbo would never fly today. Oh gosh, no. Weena is even kind of worse. She is like, Mumbo! To be fair, I am not indigenous, so I can't necessarily speak for the criticisms of Mumbo as a character. But Mumbo is like weirdly like, is such a weird like a human character that it's like, I feel like you could like make some annoying but dumb and ultimately problematic excuses for him. But Weena, you're like, no. But anyways. But yeah, the indigenous representation in this game is just all around just pretty freaking terrible, to be frank. I need to also beat Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I never played Assassin's Creed Syndicate, to be very honest with you. I played like the first level and never got back to it, which is sad because Assassin's Creed Syndicate is actually supposedly one of the best like OG Assassin's Creed games that there is. So. Also, there's a trans man in it, which, hell yes, because we need more trans-masculine representation. We get so little trans-masculine representation in anything nowadays, and I'm honestly kind of glad that we're starting to see more and more trans-masculine representation, because while I still think we need more trans representation in general, and trans women are certainly not at the level that we need to be represented at, trans men got even less than trans women, and I'm so glad that things like Star Trek Discovery and different things like that are starting to show more trans-masculine representation. But I mean, there needs to be more of just trans and non-binary representation just in general, but I'm glad that we're starting to see more trans-masculine representation in general. So, alright. What time is it? It is 11:43? I'm trying to see how I'm feeling. Because I'm feeling like jumping out of this game, and I'm feeling... So, how does everyone feel? So, I'm actually going to put this to a vote to the chat. I did play Assassin's Creed Unity. I actually really liked... Hey, Just Another Broke Nerd, by the way. I didn't even see you came in. Just Another Broke Nerd is a wonderful human being. Also, Just Another Broke Nerd, I know you're selling those PlayStation games on eBay. If you're interested in sharing that link, you're welcome to. But what was I about to say? Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm feeling like jumping out of Banjo-Tooie. But I'm debating what game I want to play, because I might play for about another hour, maybe a little less, maybe another like 30 to 45 minutes. So I'll do a stream for another 30 to 45 minutes. And so given that, so I don't even know what this guy says. Would all of you be interested, either more interested in me playing the first 30 to 45 minutes of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, or would you be more interested in me playing Sonic Adventure 2? Let me put that to the chat. What would you all be more interested in? Would you be more interested in me playing a Sonic Adventure 2 or Elder Scrolls Oblivion? Keeping in mind that Elder Scrolls Oblivion, I would not be able to get super far in, because I'm probably going to end the night within the next, like, hour or so. So, let me know what you're feeling. I'd be down to play Elder Scrolls Oblivion, so don't get me wrong. I'm down for it. So don't just say Sonic because you think that's what I want. But I'm just sort of saying I probably would not be able to get super far in it. Everyone's saying Sonic. So get seen three people for Sonic, 4 people for Sonic, 5 people for Sonic, 1 person for Oblivion. Most people are saying Sonic, 2 for Elders, 3 for Elders, Sonic, Oblivion. I think most people are saying Sonic. Okay, I think the vote has gone to Sonic, so I think I'm going to save and quit this. And we're going to go to Sonic Adventure 2. Let's see. Oh, we get to see, everyone gets to see all the games that I have downloaded on my Xbox right now. Alright, we're going to go to Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic... Oh my gosh, Looney, you almost made me spit out... You did make me spit out... You actually made me spit out some of my beer on my shirt. Thanks for that. You ruined my shirt, Looney. Hopefully that comes out. But no, yeah, Looney says, Sonic... Where did it go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I don't know where that went. Sorry. Anyways. But yeah, Looney, you made me laugh, so. Alright, one second.
File select.
Sorry, I just quick checking something here. Cool. Apologies. Alright. How's it sound? This sounds a bit loud. Sorry, I'm just checking the quick chat. Yeah, Dr. Trekkie, that's a name that's followed me since I was a little kid. I made the Dr. Trekkie for like Doctor Who and Star Trek when I was a little kid, and I've just never been able to update it as my name on my Xbox profile. So I'm just turning down the music here. That's my voice. Let's turn this down. Cool. I'm turning down my headphones. There we go. All right. All right. Back. All right. We're back to Rouge Zibat. 3 hours of Chow Garden. Everyone wants me to do Chow Garden. Sorry, Looney. That was it. Sonic Scrolls 4 Elder Adventure 2. That's what made me laugh and ruined my shirt, you jerk, Looney. Alright, sorry. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat because I was just making sure that things were all good in the chat. Alright. Oh, I hate this level. Alright. Though I do love the music in this level. The music in this level is freaking amazing. Alright. Ah, no, hide! Dang it. Alright. Oh, shoot. Come back. Come back. Oh, come back. Alright. Hell yeah. Got one of the... Dang it. Stop shooting me, you jerks. Alright. Larry Nemechek may have a words with you about Dr. Trekkie. Hey, I've had Dr. Trek... Okay, Larry Nemechek is Dr. Trek. I am Dr. Trekkie. They're very different things, Geek Filter. Very different things. Also, what was I about to say? I'm so drunk. I am so drunk at this point that I'm, like, losing trains of thought. It's probably best that I'm ending this stream in the near first place you landed. Which is actually over here... egg scorpion chamber, which is where I'm at, I think. But anyways, the point that I was trying to make is I've had the Larry Nemeczek, or sorry, I've had the Larry Nemeczek name. I've had the what's that? Where? I am so drunk. I apologize. Where the hell? It says it's right here, but I don't know where. But it says it's not here. Should it be in the ground? What the hell is going on? I'm confused. Buried between two pillars. Yeah. Which is right here. But I can't... It won't let me dig into it. Do I have to have the iron knuckles things? But I don't know where those are. Oh, wait. It may be there... Hey, Maggie, good to see you. Sorry, it's just weird to play this game without all the power-ups. I'm used to having all the power-ups in this game. Let's see. So I know I'm supposed to go that way, but I don't have the... You're supposed to get the iron gloves to be able to go... Where the hell? I might need to restart this. Oh, there we go. Now I can do it. There we are. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Now I can. Okay. Shush. Yes. Thank you, Geek Filter. Yes. Apologies. Yes. You are very, very correct. So yes, Larry Nemeczek. Larry Nemeczek is known as Dr. Trek, and he's been known as Dr. Trek since the TNG days. I came up with Dr. Trekkie when I was in high school, to be fair. Oh my gosh, I hate these stupid things. He's been known as Dr. Trek for longer than I've been known as Dr. Trekkie, but to be fair, my name is Dr. Trekkie. I got Dr. Trekkie from when I was in, I got the name Dr. Trekkie from Doctor Who and Star Trek. I am too drunk. I am probably going to need to end this stream because I am like losing my train of thoughts so quickly. It is a kind of a problem at this point. But we'll see. Let's see. Yeah. Like I'm trying to stay cogent, but I think I'm losing my train of thought way too quickly right now to be able to be a good streamer at the moment. Let's see here. Where's the red? Dot-shaped hieroglyphics in this. Sorry, I'm just... This level is annoying, and so I apologize that I'm not focusing on everybody. I will get back to the chat in just a second, but I need to figure out where the hell this... Okay, clearly... Hate those stupid things. Maybe Fallout Bloom would be better for multitasking. Yeah, you're probably right, Lisa. I might be better at doing this with Oblivion or Fallout. Might be a better idea. It's also just this level is really terrible. Where is this? Let's see. What the hell? This level is kind of annoying me. Yeah, I might skip out on this. Because this level is just being kind of dumb. Yeah, I think... Let's restart this. You know what? I'm gonna jump to Elder Scrolls because I think Lisa's right. I do apologize to the chat, but yeah, I feel like I'm just not doing that well because that game is requiring way too much of my attention to be able to figure it out right now. Because the Rouge levels are just like, I like Rouge and they're decent levels, but they require a lot of attention to figure out what's going on, and I'm too drunk for that. Oblivion is a little bit less attention heavy, so I'll be able to do that. Anyways. And be able to multitask a little bit better. Thank you so much. Thank you for pointing that out, Lisa. And Donovan, have a wonderful night. Donovan's heading out. So, we're going to jump over to Oblivion. And yeah, just another broke nerd. Apologies. I think Lisa accidentally put you in timeout on accident. Accidentally hit the wrong button. So, I'm glad you're back, just another broke nerd. I do have Undertale on there. They just added Undertale to Game Pass, and I never played Undertale. I've watched a lot of video essays on Undertale, and I like Undertale. Like, from what I've heard about Undertale, it seems like a really cool game. So I've never actually beaten and played Undertale at all. So I'm actually kind of excited to finally get to it. So I downloaded on this game, but I like playing very story-heavy games for the first time on my own and not on stream, just because I like to focus on them and really feel the emotion of them. All right. I wonder if I have any. I don't know if I have any. Yeah, I have no save games saved. So. Can't wait for potato graphics and Emperor Jean-Luc Picard. Yes, I forgot. Patrick Stewart is right at the top of this game. Patrick Stewart's right at the top of this game. Oh, boy. Ready? Everyone ready for Patrick Stewart? Here's Patrick Stewart.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
Picard? You ruled as emperor? Picard would never be an emperor.
I have seen the gates of oblivion. Beyond
The gates of oblivion.
eye may see. Behold, in darkness,
Ooh.
sweeps the land.
Look at these rendered graphics. They're so evil. They have a big engine thingy. Wow. They're so evil. Look at theirs pre-rendered sceneries. You got to see Patrick Stewart in Hamlet, Aiden. That I am so jealous of that. I think they did like a video version, like a DVD version of Patrick Stewart as Hamlet, and I'm so jealous because that seems like it would be so amazing to see in first person. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh boy. Alright, time to make my character. Female. I usually like to go Nord. Nords are usually my favorite. Is there anything else I would... Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go Nord. Nords are usually my personal favorites. Let's see. Nord. Can I just... Yeah, let's just do randoms until I get one that I like, because you never see your face in this game anyway, so it's kind of doesn't really matter. Oh boy. Oh boy. The faces in this... Oh, the game's too soft. Let me see if I can put that up. That's probably better. There we go. The faces in this game are terrible. Oh my gosh. Wow, they did... The face generation in this game did not age well. I feel like that's probably about fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. None of these look like human faces at all. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm just gonna... Yeah, that looks fine. Let me just change that hair. I'll just change it. Can we change the hair? Perhaps Oblivion is where Sauron is hiding in Lord of the Rings. Explains the Flarney eye things. Yeah, that is kind of true, actually. I wouldn't be against that. Can I change the hair in this game? Tone. No, I can't change the hair. Can I give her a beard? Oh, I would like to give the girl a beard, but we'll just go with that. Oh no, there we are. All right, let's just do it. Let's just pick our hair cut. That's fine. I like that. And let's just make it like super red. Or no, we'll make it super blue. We'll do blue hair in this game. Blue hair. There we go. I like that. That's good. I think everyone's good about that. People used to rave about the faces being great in 2006. Yeah, I was like, look at the faces in this game. They're so detailed and amazing. And now it's just like, woo, boy. They are not great. They are not great. Yeah, all of these characters look like they're consuming a fisheye lens. I agree, Mary. I agree. All right. Age. Let's make her super young. Or no, we'll make her super old. We'll do a super old character. Oh boy. No, I'll just do super. Yeah, let's just do. Yeah, that's about fine. Complexion. Oh boy, just pale as all hell. We'll go right about there. Okay. Oh, I need to enter a name. Character name. Let's see. What do we want to name her? We'll just name her Jessie. We'll just be boring. We'll be boring. Alright. Oblivion Grandma, says Sal. We'll just play. Yes, I will take on Oblivion. Yeah. Alright. Now it is time. Yes.
Ooh, aren't you a fair lass? Your skin is
Oh
so
wow.
pale,
Look at that.
so
I'm being objectified within the first 2 seconds of this game. I
Let me guess.
love it.
A Nord, right? I bet you think you're pretty tough, huh? I bet you can swing a sword and everything.
Yeah, I will
Well,
kill
it doesn't
you,
matter. Not in
you
here.
jerk.
It does no good to fight. But don't worry. The gods always treat the pretty ones nice.
Wow.
Right till the end.
Yay!
Oh,
Don't
that's
you
right.
love women being
You're
treated
going to die in
treated like that just instantaneously in
You
your
hear that?
game? It's
The
wonderful.
gods are coming for you.
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, CNC97. Oblivion's potato head character creation adds to its charm. That is true. It definitely does have the potato head character creation screen.
The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead.
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
My
Patrick
job
Stewart.
right now
Hey,
is to
Patrick
get him
Stewart,
to
what's
safety.
up?
What's this prisoner doing
Can I
here?
just geek out with
This
you?
scent is supposed to
You
be
are
off
an American
limits.
Dad, and
Usual
also some other
reason for
shows, but
watching
American
that.
Dad is where I know you
Never
from.
mind. Get that gate
Patrick
open.
Stewart's famous for
Stand back,
American
prisoner.
Dad, that
He
show.
won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You do get to kill that
prisoner,
dickweed in, you do get to kill that dickweed in Dark
Stay
Brotherhood.
out
You
of the
do get
way
to
and
kill
you
that
won't
prisoner
get
on the
hurt.
other side of the cell.
Prisoner, stand away from the door.
Yeah,
Over
yada,
by the
yada, yada.
window now.
I'm the chosen one, it's fine. Who
Stay
cares?
put,
Good.
prisoner.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you.
You've seen you in my dreams.
Let me see your face.
Oh gosh, your
You are the
face.
one from my dream. Then the stars were gone.
Yeah. Alright, who are you?
I am your emperor.
Oh,
Uriel
you're my
Septim.
emperor.
By the
Oh,
grace of the
excuse
gods,
me.
I serve.
I'm so
Tambriel's
sorry. I
home.
didn't know you were an emperor
You
up
are
in
a
here.
citizen of
Let me
Tambriel,
put on my
and you
famous
too shall
eyeshadow
serve
with
her
this
in your
dirt
own
here.
way.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to hit on Emperor
The
Patrick
gods
Stewart
have
while
placed
drunk.
you here
It is
so
what it
that we
is.
may meet. As for what you have done,
Let
it
me
does
see your
not matter.
face.
That is
Remember
not
how he was
what
too
you
expensive for
will remember.
gargoyles? Rachel says yes. To be fair, I actually really like Patrick Stewart in American Dad.
You will.
Please,
I actually
sir,
really
you
like
must
Patrick
keep
Stewart. I
moving.
think my favorite Patrick Stewart moment of all time comes from.
Better
I'll
not
actually say
close
this.
one. There's no way
My
to
favorite
open it
Patrick
from the
Stewart
other
moment
side.
of all time comes from American Dad, where it's a scene where he is actually he's actually like hosting the episode and in live action, and he's just sort of sitting there. And there's one point where he like is just like you come back from a commercial break and Patrick Stewart's just like falling asleep, and then he goes like, "I bet you thought I was asleep." Acting. And I'm like, oh my god, Patrick Stewart, you are the best person in this entire world. I love Patrick Stewart so much. He's such a beautiful human. He's just an absolutely beautiful human. I love that Patrick Stewart is willing to like take the shit sometimes. He like understands that he's like he has this like air of self-importance about him, and he like very much like is willing to like be like, you know what, I'm not all that. It's just kind of wonderful. Like, you listen to him, like, talk. They listen to the Next Generation cast talk about Patrick Stewart, and apparently during the first few seasons of Next Generation, he was very full of himself and very much like, I am an actor. But by the end of Next Generation, he was just having
This
dealt
is only
with
the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
the very fact that he like had to deal with all like the Next Generation cast just giving him shit all the time, that they just sort of like brought him down a peg, and it was absolutely wonderful. Sorry, let me just not die here. Let's see here. Oh, let me just steal these guys' robes. I'm gonna wear your robes. Your robes are wonderful. Let's see here. I like your robes.
Did Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire. Have to keep moving. Stand aside.
Where'd the captain go? I'll steal the captain's stuff. Where'd her body go?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now. Don't.
Actually, I need to turn up the brightness on this, because the brightness is actually really... There we go.
Worry, son. We will
There we
get
go.
you out of
That's
here.
much better.
They won't be.
Yeah, let me steal her stuff. There we go. I don't need any of that. Ooh, look at me naked. Look at me naked. Oh shoot. I meant to actually take her. Can I steal her clothing? I can't. Well, evidently I can't take her clothing, so I guess I'll just not be naked. I'll just wear my sack clothing. You're the emperor. I didn't vote for you, says Mary. Oh, time to kill some rats. Damn rats! Die, you stupid rats. Stop it. Stop it, you damn rats. Where did I go? Are they just gonna leave me here? Seriously, the game is just gonna be like, nah, you can't get through this. Seriously, can I not get through that door? What the hell? What just happened? Am I supposed to be able to get through that door or not? I never managed to see Patrick Stewart. I was always in a meeting. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, where the hell am I supposed to go? I think did I just screw something up? What? I only saw the Emoji Movie because of Patrick Stewart's in theater at full price. Oh my gosh. Oh dear lord. I never saw the Emoji Movie. I am very sorry. I'm very sorry, Lisa. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Seriously? Did I like, am I not able to get through that door? What? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, the soundtrack in Oblivion is great. Though I will say I love the atmospherics in Skyrim. I actually, I listened to the, oh god, damn rats. Stop beating me up. They have like, there is a music file that is just Skyrim atmospherics for like about an hour, and I love just like putting on my best speakers and playing the Skyrim atmospherics for a while. It's just like makes me feel like I'm in a fantasy world in my own apartment. It's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Take all of these things. God, I love this game. This game, I'm getting like so many nostalgia vibes. Yeah, loving the retro vibes of the stream. I'm getting so many. To be honest, most of my streams are going to be retro streams. I think next week I might do some Arkham Asylum. If I don't do more Elder Scrolls next week, I might do some more Arkham Asylum. Because I've been wanting to replay. I've been like wanting to replay Arkham Asylum so badly lately, and I've been feeling like I've been wanting to do it on stream because I feel like doing an on-stream Arkham Asylum run through would be so much fun. So, if anyone's down for an Batman Arkham Asylum run through next week, I might be down for that next Saturday doing an Arkham Asylum playthrough. I think that would be kind of fun. Because Batman, and honestly, Arkham Origins is one of my favorite games of all time. And the one thing I was so pissed about is that they did that like Arkham collection, which had all of the Batman Arkham games except for Arkham Origins. And I'll be honest with everybody, Arkham Origins is legit my favorite Arkham game. I legitimately love Arkham Origins, and I'm so honestly kind of pissed off that it gets so much crap because I love Arkham Origins so much, and I'm just so sad that it just keeps getting forgotten and didn't get brought forward to the next generation. It really should be remembered more fondly than it is because it's actually legitimately very good. Hey, look, don't judge me, Megan. I want those bones. You say, Lo, grab those bones. I want the bones. I can sell the bones later on. I can sell those bones. Catherine says, I never played the Batman games, but would be interested to watch. The Batman games are legitimately very, very good. They over-sexualize the women in the games a little bit too much for my taste, but I think they get the characterization of all the characters right. Like, Harley is so wonderful in those games. Poison Ivy is actually very, very good. Their costuming is a bit over-sexualized for my taste, but overall, I think those games are really, really good. I think Arkham Knight is... Sal says Arkham Knight was my fave, but I agree on Origins. Arkham Knight is actually my least favorite of the series, just because I really hated the tank in Arkham Knight. I really, really hated the tank controls in Arkham Knight. I thought that it was a bit, it just didn't feel like Batman to me. It did not feel like Batman to me to have those, to have that tank in that game. But what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Watching this makes me want to play through the Gothic games again. I never played the Gothic games. I also need to beat the Dishonored series too. I have Dishonored. I have both Dishonored 1 and 2. I have them both already bought, but I never actually played through them. And I've heard nothing but good things about the Dishonored series, and I feel like I would like them both. I played like the first levels of both games and never actually beat them. And I feel like both those games are very, very close to what I would love. I also, so talking about Origins, I love games. There's like this weird subgenre of video game, which is games that are like offshoots of like main games in the series, but set during Christmas and winter time. So like Arkham Origins takes the same map from Arkham City and just winterizes it and reuses it, and it just made it like winter to differentiate it. And that something very similar happened with Spider-Man Miles Morales recently. And I loved Miles Morales so much. I actually like Miles Morales more than I liked the original Spider-Man game. And I honestly just love maps that like are I love winter maps more than I love like normal maps of things. It's like a weird subgenre of video games that are just like made winterized to make them different. And I actually really like that. Alright. Let's get through this stupid dungeon. That goblin up ahead hasn't seen you yet. You may be able to sneak by him. Go into sneak mode and click the left stick. I have played the Telltale Batman games. I actually really like the Telltale Batman games because they do something interesting with the Joker. I think they do the Joker really, really interesting in those games, and make him almost sympathetic in a very interesting way. So I really like the Arkham Origins. Oh man, my sneak skill is just increasing by 6 tons. In that past, I think I leveled up my sneak ability by 5 in that last minute. That's what I actually liked about Oblivion, is that like you get like your abilities increase by doing things. Like the more you do specific actions, like if I jumped a lot, I got my athletics ability increased. And there should be a Fallout Nuclear Winter title. Lisa, Jesse streams Thursdays and Saturday nights Pacific time. Yeah, I stream, if anyone's asking about that, I stream every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. And then I haven't necessarily codified it as like I officially do Saturday night streams, but I've generally been streaming almost every single Saturday night for the past few weeks. So I probably will make that official at some point in the near future. But Thursdays I 100% stream every Thursday from 6 p.m. to around 7 p.m., but sometimes 8 p.m. And then I will probably do more Saturday night streams from here on, to be very honest, because I've just been thinking about it. Ha! Take that! You stupid jerks. God, I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is so good. I love the creepiness of it. I should use this music more often in my videos, because I have to use like I usually use video game music in my videos, just because there's like a lot of it and stuff like that. I also hate that, like, I wish I had more money to actually pay people to like make music for my videos, but what are you gonna do? You kind of have to use other people's music, which sucks. But we live in a crappy society. Alright, so let's see. The video game streams are more fun. I'm assuming you meant more fun. I try my best. I do want to, I am planning to do more video game streams more regularly in the near future. Yeah, I should, you know, like I said, I will think about it more while I'm sober, but I'm planning on doing more Saturday night streams. So I would plan on me, at least for the foreseeable future, until I start, maybe if I start dating again, then my Saturday nights might be more busy. But until I start dating again, plan on my Saturday nights being open for this. Basically the only reason I haven't like necessarily codified my Saturday nights for streaming is that I'm hoping to date. And I want to leave that open at some point. We circle back around to horny Jesse. Alright. But really, that's not going to happen for at least another 2 months. So. Alright. And by the and even if I do start dating again, then don't worry, I will still be doing streaming. What is this dating you speak of? Shush, Geek Filter. Please don't circle me back around to horny Jesse, because horny Jesse will come back up. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Never mind. There are thoughts. Dang it! You've circled me back. You've circled me back around to horny Jesse, and now I'm having thoughts in my brain. I hate all of you. I hate all of you, but I love all of you. Yes, I agree, Sal. Yes, Elder Scrolls. Just Elder Scrolls in general has a killer soundtrack. The music in this series is so good.
Protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think?
God, I love this game so much.
Come with us.
What is this? Okay, okay, yes.
Here they come again!
Come with us. All right.
Take them down! Damn it! It's that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins.
Oh, you jerk! Why you just straight up was like kill her?
She is not one of them. She can help us. She must help us.
Oh,
they cannot understand.
Everyone's down
why
for
I
horny
trust
Jesse.
They've not seen what I've
Stop
seen.
saying boobs. Now
How
I'm thinking of
can
me
I
boobs.
explain?
Boobs, butts. Dang, I hate you, little
No,
Yankee.
no.
Making me
How
think of
they
boobs and
guide
butts.
our fates with an
That is
invisible
one
hand.
thing. Okay, never mind. Nope, we're not going to do that. Let me just put it this way. Having boobs is fun. I'll stop. Boobs make for fun times during sex. Anyways, let's see. Yes, sorry. I'm gonna stop. Stop talking. Oh my God, Jesse's embarrassing herself. I'm embarrassing myself. Let me just pick. I'm gonna pick the next point here. What's the best? What's the best ability? What's the best ability here? Let's see. Generally, I like to either have more ability to punch things or heal. Being born under the Lord gives you the blood of the North, lesser power to regenerate up to 90 points. No, I don't want that. Base magic, I don't want magic. Ability magic. Let's see. First on. Magic points. 10 points of willpower. Go with that.
Sign. Your stars are not mine. Today, the
Drunk
warrior
multiple
shall
choice
prove
theology.
a stalwart companion.
Boobs are
when
fun, no
fortune
shame.
fades.
Oh, you all. One last thing before I. Oh, Meg, you're heading out. We'll have a wonderful night. But you're saying boobs as you go. I adore you. I adore you so much. Boobs are fun. I mean, nothing against
go to
people who
my
don't
grave.
like boobs, but
The
also
tongue
boobs are
shriller
great.
than all
I
the
fucking love
music
boobs. I
called
love
me.
having boobs.
You
Boobs are
shall
wonderful.
follow me yet.
I paid legitimate. I paid
You
money
may as
for
well
these
make
boobs,
yourself
so
useful
I
here.
better get my
Carry this
fucking
torch
money's
and
worth
stick
out of them.
close. We're the Emperor's bodyguard.
Like,
Stick close and let us do
how
it.
does everyone not love boobs? Like, I legitimately paid a decent amount of money for these boobs. So, like, both between estrogen and having, you know, breast augmentation surgery. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I love boobs. Like, I love boobs. I love other people's boobs. I love my boobs. They are a ton of fun. I paid for them. I might as well be open and honest. I love my boobs.
The Emperor's in danger. You thought we'd go down easy? The Emperor needs help. You thought we'd go down easy? Die, you scum!
Wow, these guys are aggressive. Die, you scum! I can't decide whether I like boobs or butts more. Boobs are as great as Patrick Stewart. That is saying something, because Patrick Stewart's pretty great. Like, there's boobs and then there's Patrick Stewart. And I'm sure Patrick Stewart would agree.
Protect the Emperor!
I'm gay as hell and I can confirm boobs are pretty great, girl. I love you all. You are all wonderful. You all are just absolutely freaking wonderful. Gosh, we're like cycling through the drunk Jesse faces again now, aren't we? Because we're at horny Jesse and drunk Jesse is now like, I just want to tell you all how wonderful you are because you're talking about how boobs are fucking great. Geek Filter. As a gay male, boobs and not so much. That is totally fine, Geek Filter. But also, I totally understand. I totally understand you not liking boobs. There's no shame. But also, boobs are fun.
To the sewers.
But also, totally get it. Not everyone's gonna like boobs. Let's see. As long as they aren't attached to me, boobs are fine. That is also true. Boobs can be fun. Like, I like boobs being attached to me, but I totally understand not wanting boobs attached to you, because they can be a hassle. Boobs can be a hassle. So I totally understand not liking boobs attached to you. I like boobs being attached to me, but I also understand people not liking boobs attached to them. Totally understand. And I want to make clear, like,
It's a dead end.
boobs and Patrick Stewart, the Jesse Gender story. That's going to be the name of my my autobiography. Boobs and Patrick Stewart, the Jesse Gender story. But yes, I also, by the way, we are talking about boobs and we are having fun, but I also want to make sure, just to be clear, like, if you, like, totally understand if boobs are not your thing. So, like, boobs are fun and we can totally have fun with boobs. And also, pecs are good. I agree, Geek Filter. Pecs are also awesome. I can enjoy fucking a good pair of pecs, especially if they're Ethan's pecs. Haha, see what I did there? But, oh shit, I need to heal. I'm about to die here. Let the big strong men deal with this.
Back with the Emperor. Protect him with your life.
But yeah, no shame if you don't like the boobs. We're having fun with the boob talk, but also no shame if you don't like boobs on you or on other people.
If you want to help, get back and protect
Oh
the
shit,
Emperor.
did I just die? I just died. I love how chat has just become boobs. Y'all are wonderful. Alright, what time is it, by the way? Alright, I'm gonna play for another 15... Well, I want to get out of this dungeon area. Oh god, am I really this far back? Seriously? Oh, that's some BS. That's annoying as all shite. I'm really the save file sent me this far back? That's annoying. I really need to save more often. Seriously, is that really how... Yeah, I guess that's how far it sent me back. Oh, that's annoying as all hell. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna try and rush through this. Get back to where I was. Because I want to get out of this and actually play a little bit of the open world stuff. We'll see if that actually happens. Yes. Oh god, no. Don't get naked. Ah, you jerks. Be inclusive and switch to butts. That is true. I think all of us can enjoy a good butt. That's one thing that is one thing I'm weirdly dysphoric about. I feel like I don't have a good butt. You don't, no one gets to talk, no one gets to see my butt on videos. That's like one thing I have like a weird self-consciousness about. I feel like my butt's not good. I don't have a good butt. And by the way, that's totally okay. I'm not trying to say, I'm not fishing for compliments about my butt. None of you have really seen my butt in great detail, so that's totally fine. But it's totally fine. We all have something we're self-conscious about, right? My butt is one of my things I'm very self-conscious about. Weird that my stepmom likes to compliment my butt. That is a weird thing. My stepmom is like super supportive of me like being trans, and I adore my stepmom with all of my heart, and she is very much like, your butt looks great in those jeans. And I'm like, you know, stepmom, I adore you. Thank you. Like, that is weirdly the specific thing about my stepmom that I just, like, weirdly remember, like, early in my transition, she was very much like, you need to buy jeans that show off your butt because you have a good butt. And I'm like, I don't think I have a good butt, but thank you. You are weirdly supportive in that way. See... You have seen Newt butt. That is true, Jedi Indiana Jones. All of you have seen more Newt butt than you have seen of my butt. Hey, where's Newt? He hasn't come into the room. Usually he likes to hang out when I'm on stream.
Help. What makes you think help will get
Alright. Save in here so I don't have to, like, go back through that whole goblin area again.
We need to get the Here they come again!
I'm just gonna let you deal with this. You seem to be handling it pretty well. There you go. Good job. Yeah, y'all seem you guys got this. You guys got this. If stepmom compliments butt, then your butt is good. Thank you so much, Nearden.
No, she is not one of them.
Please tell Newt I love him.
She
I will
can help
I
us.
will tell Newt that
She
you love him.
must help us.
As you wish, son.
They can.
Also, by
How
the way,
can I
can I just
explain?
say
Listen, you know the nine.
I remember
how they
specifically as a
guide
kid, I
our
would play
fates
this
with
game
an
as a
invisible
girl,
hand.
and I have weirdly, like, hearing Patrick Stewart say she is, like, weirdly affirming even to this day. Like, hearing Patrick Stewart, like, say she's with us, like, young me never got to hear the correct pronouns used for me, so playing a video game where I got to play as a girl, and Oblivion was one of the first games I got to choose my gender. And then Patrick Stewart, of all people, a person I looked up to as Jean-Luc Picard, hearing him gender me properly within a video game context meant so much to me as a kid. So there's, like, even to this day, just hearing Uriel Septim just say, she's with us, like, I don't know, there's, like, a moment of me that's just like, oh, yes, I feel so affirmed. I don't know why, but, like, even, like, I'm just noticing as we play through this right now, just hearing these moments, I'm just like, oh, yeah, those moments of just hearing the she pronoun used for me with this character that's on screen right now just weirdly meant a lot, and so I'm having a weird bit of nostalgia for that. Okay. Warrior again.
The signs I read.
Yeah, Space Dad using your proper pronouns.
Your
I agree.
stars are not
That
mine.
is exactly it.
Today,
Game gender euphoria, heck yeah. Alright. Save here. Oh, thank you. I mean,
You may as well make yourself.
I think the first time I ever cried at being like at gender euphoria in a video game was Mass Effect. Because, like, Mass Effect was the first time I actually got to play as a girl and actually got to romance people as a girl and actually got to, like, explore my sexuality as a girl in an open way. And so I think the first time I ever, like, cried at, like, gender stuff within a video... I cried probably before with video games, but the first time I remember, like, gender being related to... being related to video games and it, like, really moving me emotionally was with Mass Effect. And this game also as well, but Mass Effect, I had such visceral reactions to gender in that
not
game.
much farther.
Mary says, true story, one of the most fulfilling things I ever did was pay to charge my World of Warcraft's main gender last year. Sorry, I would need to focus here. But I've played her hundreds of hours. Ironically, haven't played much World of Warcraft in a long time. I've never been a big MMO person, but I can totally see how that would be so meaningful to like change your gender in a game that you've been playing as one gender for so long. That's like, I could see that being so freaking meaningful. I'm honestly so excited. You're playing Mass Effect 3 right now, just another broken nerd. That's amazing. I'm so excited because I think it's next month, they're coming out with the Mass Effect Remastered trilogy, and I'm so going to be playing Mass Effect on the stream here. I'm so excited. I am so excited to be playing Mass Effect again. Ugh! It's so good! Where am I supposed to go? Am I just gonna go ahead here? Where are we going? Am I going backwards or am I going the right way? What's happening? What are we doing? Yeah, there. Okay. I'm stuck on the Elder Scrolls MMO, funnily enough. I've never played the... I briefly played the Elder Scrolls MMO, but it just wasn't for me because it felt like Elder Scrolls Light. Like I said, the thing with MMOs that I don't like is I like the expansive world of MMOs, but I just feel like the gameplay is almost always lacking, and I also get stressed out at the online like environment of it sometimes. But that's just me. Yeah, me too. I never pre-ordered, but I did on it. Yeah, I used to pre-order a ton. I rarely pre-order nowadays, but I've already got pre-ordered. Honestly, okay. Can I ask the chat this? Is it done? So they still have them available. They have the Mass Effect. So this is the thing that frustrates me. They have the Mass Effect Collector's Edition version for the Mass Effect Remastered trilogy, and it comes with a wearable Mass Effect helmet that I so want to buy, and I feel like I don't have a video for it, but I feel like I could justify it for a video. But the thing with the Collector's Edition of Mass Effect is it's very expensive. It's like $150. And also, it doesn't come with a game, which also frustrates me. Like, why do collector's editions not have... Do the collector's editions not have the actual game in them? It's like, if it had the game in them, I could totally justify it, but it doesn't. So I'd have to spend $150 and then buy the actual game. And it's like, I want that helmet so bad. I want that collector's edition's Mass Effect Shepard helmet so badly. And yet, it's so expensive, and it doesn't even come with a game. And that's what frustrates me. It's like, if it came with a game, I would so put money down on it, but I just can't justify that expenditure.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side.
But I want it so bad, and I totally, if I bought that Mass Effect Shepard helmet, I would totally use it in a video. So I might be able to write it out for a tax thing. It's like, this is totally a tax thing, right? Like, I'm totally using this for my work purposes, but... I know, right, Sal? I agree. You can buy the collector's edition of the. This is the thing that this is a regular thing with like. Yeah, Jimquisition did a video on gameless collector's editions. It's so wild. Like, you buy the collector's edition of the game and it doesn't come with the game, which just boggles my mind. And I wanted to buy. I would totally have 100% put money down for the Mass Effect collector's edition if it came with the game, but it doesn't, and it just makes me so angry. And it's like, I want to justify that purchase, but I don't know if I can.
Take them down! My sword for the dragon!
I can go no further. You
No,
alone
Patrick
must
Stewart,
stand
don't
against
die.
the Prince of Destruction
No,
and
Patrick.
immortal servants.
I love you,
must
Patrick.
Not have the amulet,
You gendered me
King.
properly, you beautiful,
Take
beautiful
the
woman.
amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find
And
my
Joffrey's
last
played
son.
by freaking
Find him and close shut the jaws
Sean Bean.
of oblivion.
I forgot about that in this game. Like, Patrick. No! Like, Patrick Stewart's son is Sean Bean in this game, and that's hilarious.
We failed.
Yeah, you failed. You suck. You're terrible at your job.
Sworn to protect the Emperor now. The amulet. Strange. He must.
Oh, I gotta pick one of these things. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like that's the one that I want to go with. This is the one that I want to go with.
I wasn't far off. Good. The Emperor's
Yeah,
trust
Martin
was
is his
well
son,
placed.
I believe. Does Sean Bean...
I'll
do you want spoilers for the end of this game? Technically, I believe Sean Bean does not die, but he did... Did you take my weapon? Like a jerk? Sean Bean doesn't technically die. He becomes like a dragon and turns to stone in this game, but I forgot. Let's see. Cade MacArthur. Hey, Cade. It's good to see you, by the way. It said, would you rather support a hyper-capitalist libertarian supports women and LGBTQ rights, or would you rather support a socialist who's extremely homophobic, transphobic, and misogynist? I mean, I would rather support the hyper-capitalist who supports women's rights and LGBTQ rights, but, like, I feel like, again, you're basically, Cade, you're basically asking the question that I think either you or someone else asked on an earlier stream, which is like, would you rather support someone who is like socially progressive but economically conservative versus the opposite of that? And I'm like, well, those two things go kind of hand in hand in many ways. Like I would always rather support someone who has more understanding of human beings on an individual level and can empathize with human beings on an individual level. But I also feel like if you can't not understand that and not understand how economics and economic issues kind of tie into people's, how they affect people's lives. And those two, like, economic issues inherently are going to affect how people live their lives. And so you have to kind of understand the two. So, like, yeah, I would rather someone who wasn't overtly homophobic or transphobic or whatever, but, like, those things are kind of, like, intertwined in many different ways. So. I mean, I would just rather not deal with capitalism at all, but. But that's a whole different deal. And libertarians are frustrating, I would agree, Megan. Libertarians, I mean, the thing with libertarians is they can, like, run the gamut of, like, political ideology in many different ways. but they're almost always invariably very frustrating. So what are you gonna do? Screw you, rat! Alright. Yes! We're at the point of the game where I freaking loved this. We're at it. This is the point. Okay, I legitimately, this moment in video gaming right here, I was so excited about that I literally called my mom into the room. I think I talked about this earlier in the stream, but I legitimately, when this moment's like, I can go anywhere that I want to right now, and that's this moment right here. Where I was like, I can go anywhere. It blew my mind as a kid. It's like that Fallout 3 moment. Moment where, like, you get out of the Vault 101 and you're like, I can go anywhere. Oh, that's so great. Oh my God, you're a socialist? I am a very anarchist socialist. This isn't just. I mean, I'm an anarchist socialist as well, so don't worry about that. But I'm also open to having conversations about that. Oh my gosh, bandits! Speaking of anarchism, let's just kill bandits! You just shot your bandit friend, you jerk. See, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that got me just another Brookward. You want to get the helmet because it's wearable. That's why I want it. Because the helmet is freaking wearable. If there was just like a display helmet, like I have, I don't know if you can see, I have the Halo 3 helmet here. This helmet is not wearable, it's just a display helmet, and I'm like, that's cool, but I would like to wear it. The Mass Effect helmet is freaking wearable, and I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Alright.
What's the matter? Getting
Like, I want to have a wearable Mass Effect helmet with all of my life. I just want to do a Mass Effect cosplay so badly. Alright. I'm also gonna do a. I need to rebuy because someone stole my Tendi uniform the other week, which is its own whole thing. But I'm going to be doing the next Comic-Con that I'm gonna go to. I'm doing a Tendi cosplay from Lower Decks because Tendi is my favorite freaking character in all of Star Trek at this point. I freaking love Tendi so much. Look at that penile. Look at that phallic object right there. It's like a big penis to the sky. Write it off, get a helmet, Jesse. I know, but it's even though I can write it off, it's like it like tax write-offs, they take off about like 30%. So like basically it's like a 30% discount if you can justify it for a business reason. So if I get the wearable helmet and use it in a video, I can write it off as a business expense. But it only like saves 30%. It's like, I don't know if I can, like, what, $150, like, so that'd be like 35 bucks off of 150. So it's like, it's still over 100 bucks. I don't know if I can justify that expense. So maybe I'll get it, but we'll get it. I might get it. Hi, buddy. All right, let's go see some Sean Bean. God, I love this music. Can we just appreciate the music here? Tendi is the Orion character from Star Trek Lower Decks. Sorry, I just want everyone to just relax for a moment and just appreciate this music. Oh, it's so wonderful. I don't know. I just like, this is what I was talking about earlier. Someone asked me like, of course we got some mud crabs to deal with, but like, I don't know. I just like existing in the Elder Scrolls world so much. Like, I just like this game, Bethesda and how they build the games in their game worlds are not perfect, but like the music, like I just like existing in this world so badly. It's just such a wonderful world to exist in. Just like I can go out and explore wherever. I don't know. I love Elder Scrolls games so much. I'm so looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6. I know it's not coming for a while. They're doing like Starfield first and a few other things, but I am so I want another fantasy world game to just jump into, like a beautiful fantasy world. Like I like Witcher 3, but it's not exactly a beautiful, exciting world to dive into. And it's kind of like I said, I like the story of the Witcher 3 games, but I don't like the world of it that much. It's not really a fun world to exist in. And so I don't know. And Cyberpunk 2077, I liked that game despite all of its bugs and despite all of its problems, and despite the horrible business practices that made it. I liked Cyberpunk 2077, but I like existing in worlds that are really beautiful and just kind of fun to exist in. And Oblivion is just, I don't know, it's just such a beautiful world. That is fair, just another broken nerd. I agree with you. You know what? Maybe I'll just get the helmet. Screw it. I'll get the Mass Effect helmet. And, you know, if the Mass Effect helmet is gonna make me happy, if it's going to, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna buy the Mass Effect helmet, everybody. It's just like, if it's going to make me happy and it's going to, and you know, like if I lose my ability to pay my rent because of the Mass Effect helmet, I think there are bigger problems in my life. Screw it. I'm gonna get the Mass Effect helmet. You convinced me, just another broken nerd. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So. Oh gosh, that like. God, Jeremy Soule, just a freaking bomb composer. Alright, I'm gonna play until, right now it is 12:42 my time. I'm gonna play until 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, I'm going to end the stream. Because I keep saying I'm gonna end in like 30 minutes, but you know what? I'm just enjoying hanging out with all of you, and just playing Oblivion makes me happy. So I'm gonna play for another 15 minutes, and I'm probably gonna have to head to bed. So, aw, yes, how we like Happy Jesse. Thank you, everybody. You are awesome. Aw, I did kill the puppy. I know. I didn't mean to kill the puppy, but the puppy was attacking me. I didn't know what else to do. Aw, thank you very much, Harjupta. I really appreciate that. Can't have you going with that run. Here's a bit towards the Emmy helmet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. This would count as a drunk purchase. You know what? Maybe I'll end the stream by just purchasing the helmet, and sober Jesse will regret it tomorrow. Alright. Actually, I can probably switch outfits here. Yes. Oh, God. Sal, thank you so much for that super chat. It's not much, but for your helmet, thank you so much. Like that was not at all what I was fishing for. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And killed Sparky too, says Geek Filter. Oh, WandaVision, so close to greatness and yet whiffed it right at the end. I think the helmet's like 150. Something like that. Sarah Dupe just says it's like, I think it's, I need to double check it, but I think it's like 150. It's something along those lines. No more. By the way, I just want to just say, do not. I appreciate the super chats for the helmet. I was not fishing for that. That was not my goal. So I just want to be clear. Like, thank you for the super chats, and I appreciate the super chats, everyone. Please do not give me super chats for the helmet. I would feel uncomfortable. I don't want to make it seem like I was fishing for that. Oh, Catherine Lambeth, thank you so much for the super chat for the Drunk Helmet Fund. You are way too kind. I always feel bad because when I talk about financial stuff on streams, I feel bad because it's like I'm not fishing for that. Ah, you all are too wonderful. You all are too wonderful. Aiden, for the helmet. If it makes you feel happy, go for it. Don't feel obligated. Just want to help. Thank you so much, Aiden, for the super chat. Ah, okay. I'm gonna stop there. I'm just gonna stop talking because just being clear, I appreciate the super chats. You're all wonderful. You're all super kind. I just want to be clear. That wasn't what I was looking for. So thank you for the super chats. You were all really wonderful. You're all really kind, and I just appreciate it. Anyways, I'm gonna focus on the game. I just thank you for being generous. I just money stuff is a thing, and I just thank you. Thank you. That's all I'll say. I always feel awkward about money stuff, so thank you. You all are too kind. Alright. Thank you. Alright. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, JH. Thank you, Little Yankee. You are beautiful and lovely people. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna focus. Thank you for being kind. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. You are too kind. Okay. I'm going to get to, thank you, Jelly Fritz. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna focus on getting to, freaking Sean Bean. Let's get to Sean Bean. I'm just wandering through the woods as I try to get to Sean Bean. Thank you, everybody who gave a super chat, thank you so much. You are freaking beautiful people. Thank you. Give me the gift of money and anxiety. That is true. You're all too lovely. Seriously. Anyways, Futurama. Let's get to Sean Bean. Someone just mentioned Futurama, Admiral Paco, Futurama. I need to do a Futurama rewatch. I want to do a video on Futurama at some point. Like, I freaking love Futurama so much. Little Yankee, don't feel obligated to use it for the helmet, just use it to make you happy. Well, thank you, all of you. And I will, everyone who just gave for Super Chat, that money is now being put aside in my mind mentally for the helmet. I'm gonna, screw it. What time is it? It's 12:46. I'm going to end. Geek Filter, not for the helmet, get a coffee or something. I will put that aside, $5 aside for a coffee. But, I will buy the helmet at the end of the stream. How will we say that? I will buy it right now, and we'll just do it really drunk. We'll do a drunk purchase, and sober Jesse tomorrow morning will feel bad about it in the morning. Do I have any more beer? I'm all out of beer. I want another beer, but I don't want to open another beer because I'm probably gonna go to bed soon.
What hole did you crawl out of?
Wow, this guy's a jerk. Why you gotta be such a jerk?
I'm
I just
the
want to be
shepherd
kind.
here. Eranor's the... If he's not sleeping or eating, he'll... I'm not so sure about that Yugal Bellet. An odd fellow. And people have... Good day.
Oh wait, I forgot there's the persuasion minigame in this game. Wait, can I...
What do
Can I
you
do
want?
that here? Can I? Yes.
Say
Yes,
what
the
you're going to
persuasion minigame. I freaking love the persuasion minigame so much. It's so terrible, and yet I love it. All right, let's see. He likes, what does he like?
Thank you.
You like admire, you like jokes, and you hate those two.
You're
Okay.
full of it.
So you like admire, you like jokes, but you don't like that.
Don't...
Okay.
Is that so? That... Blah,
This
blah,
minigame
blah.
is so
You're
weird.
Thank you. You're... Blah. That's just too...
This is such a weird... Like, this is how you get people to
wasting
like
your
you in this
breath.
game.
You're
You
a-
play this weird-ass mini-game. I got
That's
so
really
good at
funny.
it as a kid.
Be seen.
Yay, drunk helmet by woohoo Jesse. Thank you, Way Hot Dog. Alright. Alright, screw it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it right now. We're gonna play a little bit. I just want to get this. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Where is it? Mass Effect Collector's Edition. I'm gonna just do this right now before I forget. Well, I won't forget because we're gonna do it. But we're gonna do this right now. I'm gonna order this damn. I'm gonna order this damn helmet, and I'll do. And on a stream, I will open it up for everybody, and we will have fun enjoying it when it comes out. So let's see. Mass Effect Legendary Edition helmet. Mass Effect Legendary Cash. Right here. $150. Let's see. One item per roll. Let's see. Oh, I have to sign up to. Okay. Let's see. There's gotta be a way to buy it. Cash. Cash. To buy. Oh no, is it seriously out of stock? Okay, I feel bad now. Oh shit, I think it's actually out of stock on their website. Oh crap, now I feel bad because everyone gives... Ah! Edition cash bundle on Amazon. It's on Amazon. Alright, well I signed up on their... Yeah, it looks like it's out of stock on their website, which I'm actually feeling like a jerk now. But I have put in on their site... It says... Okay, so this says they're going to be... So, let's see, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Legendary Cash. It says they have Wave 2. Wave 2 is coming. And I have put in my email when it is going to be available again. So, this is the thing. I am going to buy it. I'm just going to let everyone know. I'm going to buy it. I want to let everyone know. I have put aside the money that you've given to me on this stream for that. I'm going to buy it, and when it comes into contact, I put in my email for it. I will get it, so it will be a thing. So, it says is out of stock, which sucks. But I will get it, even if I have to buy it on eBay. I will freaking buy it on eBay if I have to. So we will make this happen. So, okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to buy it. It will be a thing. I will get that Mass Effect helmet. I will make it mine. And so that will happen. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being wonderful. So, and we will get it. I will make it happen. It will happen. Just because it's not available on the site now, it looks like they will have another wave, so I will do it. All right. But let's go find Sean Bean. Let's do that. Thank you. And by the way, I see everyone saying, by the way, I should be clear. Everyone's saying, like, don't feel bad about it being out of stock. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel, I know you all understand. I just always want to be like, I appreciate the super chats so much, and I always want to be ethical and thankful for what people give to me monetarily. And while I appreciate the monetary support, and it is helping me be able to pay my bills and helping support me and helping me like be happy and all those things, I just always want to make sure that I understand that when you do give me money, that I treat it with the respect that it deserves. So I just want you all to know I will get that helmet, and I appreciate it, and I know all of you understand that I wasn't asking for donations or anything like that, but I just want you all to know that, like, I want to do right by all of you, so thank you. And that's all I'll say. So it will happen. I will get that freaking helmet, because I want that freaking helmet, and I know all of you want me to have that freaking helmet, so we will get that freaking helmet. So.
He's upstairs.
Alright. And, let's see. Well, I know Claytonburg, but I do appreciate it.
Yes.
Alright. Where is Sean Bean? I want Sean Bean! Give me Sean Bean. Is this Sean Bean?
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
You're not Sean Bean.
This cannot be. No one... By then...
Oh, I thought this was Sean Bean. You're not Sean Bean.
As unlikely as your story
Oh, that's
sounds,
right. I had.
believe
Okay,
you.
I forgot that
Only
the
the
story goes
strange
like this guy
destiny
is
of
not Sean
Uriel
Bean.
Septim could have brought you
His
to
son
me
is
carrying-
somewhere else.
His meaning is the Prince of Destruction may ruin... But the more...
Dang it, I thought
I'm
I
not
thought
sure.
I was going to meet Sean
Only
Bean.
the
but now
emperors
Sean Bean
truly
isn't here.
understand
Sean
the
Bean
meaning
is in this
behind the
game.
rituals
Sean
of
Bean is in this
coronation.
game, but I
The
forgot that
amulet
this
of
is not
When
him.
an emperor is crowned, with the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires
Have a good
in the
night, Geek
temple
Filter.
will be
Thank you
dark
so much for
for the
thank you
first
so much for
time in
joining.
centuries. It may
You
be
are
that
lovely.
the dragon fires protected us from a threat that... I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blade.
He
One
served as
night,
the
Uriel
bodyguard.
called me into his private chambers.
I want
A
Sean
baby
Bean is the
boy
most.
lay
Is
sleeping
I
in
spent
the
most of my
basket.
teen years saying.
Uriel
I didn't.
told
I
me
agree.
to deliver him somewhere safe. Now it seems that his name. You must go to Kvatch and find him, and please.
Martin. Martin
He is
the
a
big
priest in the chapel of Akka. The day. Waste no time. You must find Martin before the enemy does.
Just, I think when you get toys and things, it makes a lot of people happy. I don't want those things, but they're part of the show. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Good night, Geek Filter. Yeah, Martin Septim is his name. Is Sean Bean. Let's see if I can go get him. I think, because Kvatch, I remember, is like under attack from Oblivion, is like the first level of this game. So I need to go do that. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Let's see, can I? I don't think I have it unlocked yet, but I think I have it. I don't think I have a fast travel bit yet unlocked. Let's see. Kvatch is over here, and I cannot travel there yet. I don't think. Oh, I can. Oh, I can just travel there. That's a weird that I am able to fast travel there this early in the game. Oh, thank you, Just Carowin. Good to say hi. Have a wonderful evening. I'm hoping you're having a good night too. He wastes no time. Leaves while he's talking. Says Mary.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of God's blood. You don't know. Deidre overran Kvatch last night.
Deidre?
There were glowing
Poor
portals
Deidre.
outside the walls. Gates to oblivion itself.
Oblivion
There was a
itself,
huge
everybody.
Creature, something out of... Go and see for yourself.
Kvatch is a smoking ruin.
We're
Ah.
all that's left you under...
Dear
It
gosh,
was
this guy is
sadly
hysterical. Jesus. Alright, let's go rescue Oblivion. Also, I remember there being a glitch right here where I could get unlimited money. Like, you could... There was, like, a weird glitch here where, like, if you rode in on a horse and talked to the shopkeep in this little town, you could, like, sell things, but, like, not actually use it from your inventory, so you could, like, sell money infinitely. I remember that being, like, a weird glitch that I used.
Hope is gone. The covenant is broken.
Dear God.
The enemy has won.
Wow, you are,
Just
you are
go.
depressing. Oh, X the Flying Squirrel X says, thank you for recommending Invincible this week. I would have completely missed it. Well, I thank you for... I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I hope you enjoyed Invincible, because I've been enjoying it. Episode 4 was a lot of fun. Talked about it earlier in the stream, but... And the mix of skin tones on every character makes me cringe, Megan. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Also, this is another thing that I loved about this game, by the way. Can I just say, the night sky in this game is just so cool. Like, look at that. I don't know, I like games where I can just enjoy existing in the world. And now I see, like, the sun's coming up. I don't know, that's just... Oh, I think it's just because I'm in the Oblivion world, and yeah, I'm getting closer to Oblivion Gate, so that's not the sun, that's the demon world coming in, but I don't know, I just like the night sky stuff. I think that's just fun. Sal asks, hey, you love Mass Effect, what's your thoughts on Dragon Age if you played it? I would love to hear thoughts. I talked about this, I think, on my Thursday night stream. I never actually played Mass Effect. Sorry. Dragon Age. I never actually played Dragon Age. I beat Mass Effect. Of course I played Mass Effect. I never actually beat Dragon Age or played Dragon Age. I played it briefly, but it was just not a game that spoke to me. Sorry, I misspoke. Dragon Age was... I never played that series all that much. So I do want to play it at some point, and I'm looking forward to the next Dragon Age game, because I feel like that hopefully will be a good entry point for me. But, and I've heard nothing but good things, but I never got into it, so... Whoa! Alright, we're gonna go close an Oblivion Gate, everybody. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna close this Oblivion Gate, and then we're gonna, probably call it a night. I'm gonna close the Oblivion Gate and probably call it a night for the evening. So. Unless this takes, like, forever. Actually, it's almost getting to 1 o'clock right now. So, it might not be. I'm glad I can go to, like, hell and be totally kind of okay. Like, I'm literally in hell right now, and it's, like, it's MBD, no big deal. This guy's aggressive.
Thank the Lord. The others. Captain Mattias said I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across that bridge.
Also, if you die, I get to steal all your equipment, so. Alright. Cast on my T and read the chat on my phone. I was talking about phone streaming. Alright. I'm trying to debate. This is like a whole ordeal. Yeah, I think I might save here and probably call it night, because I remember this being like a whole ordeal. Oh, just getting up here in the States. Just want to say hi to Jesse. This is fun to watch. Well, hi, Lady Liberty. Have a wonderful... I hope you're doing well. Well, good morning, I guess, would probably be the best thing to say. I think I might call it a night. Glad I can go to hell and be kind of okay. That's a frameable quote. Alright. I think I'm going to save it here. Save here. Alright, everybody. I think I'm going to call it a night just because I think I'm getting kind of tired, and I just want to kind of just have a little bit of some chill time before I go to bed. So, there's the camera. I just wanted to say to everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I think I'm going to head off for the evening just because I'm kind of getting tired. Everybody, I just want to be clear. Let me turn off the sound here, because I turned off the sound of my headphones, but I want to turn off the sound here. Just turn that down. And actually, let's see. Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. To close out the night. Open that up. Wait, no. This is. Let's see. This is the one that I want to grab. And put that up there. There we are. This is not high quality, because for some reason the quality is sort of weirdly zoomed in. But okay, there we go. All right, sorry that the quality is somewhat degraded, but everybody, just to remind everyone, you are absolutely lovely. You are absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You have all been wonderful, and thank you for making my Saturday night so much more fun by being with all of you. Thank you for being a beautiful community, and thank you for being beautiful people. And I just really appreciate all of you, and I send you all hearts. And thank you for just being so affirming and kind and wonderful, and just hanging out with me while I play Banjo-Tooie and Oblivion and all this silly stuff. Yeah. I just really appreciate you being... I just really appreciate this community, and I really appreciate all of you just being good people. And so thank you for that, and thank you for hanging out. So I'm going to wish you all a wonderful good night. I'm going to wish you all live long and prosper, and I hope you all just enjoy yourself and have a wonderful evening. So, all right. Have a good night, and I will see you all. Well, I'll see you all. I have my Monday video, but we'll all hang out next Thursday. So I'll see you all on my Thursday live stream. Have a good night.